Right. Should you send message like
Yeah, yeah. The shameless
advertisement?
advertising.
Yeah, you gotta get the shameless advertising.
Uh, we should. I mean, it's unfortunate that I can't really do this before I start, just because I don't want to waste anybody's time. Nobody's here yet, so it's not a big
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah. It's a pretty good thing because I like the in physics we have our final in a couple next week. Yeah, next week sounds about right. So we're just doing nothing in class right now. Oh yeah,
okay.
but I'm also,
Oh wait, no,
what
you first.
I was talking about earlier about the episode of Family Guy is so we were trying to watch that to the best of our ability, but it would not load. Like
Oh.
when we tried playing that, the entirety of YouTube, or not YouTube, the entirety of Hulu just broke. Like they did not want us watching that.
I hope everyone's as excited as I am for this. I mean, I'm not the type to get all like antsy about new releases unless it's Puyo Puyo Tetris 2. Is it bad that I was more excited for that than Cyberpunk?
I'd say that's a completely reasonable statement. And then again, you didn't really get excited for the game till after it came out. So
That's well. Wait, Tetris or Cyberpunk?
I'm talking about like Cyberpunk, like in terms of like really getting ready to get into it.
Oh, Robbie just asked me if I turned off nudity. Yeah, of course. Do you think disable nudity? Yeah, I just. Yeah, I know. I'm not customizing penis. I understand. God. I mean, I'm blind, but I'm not that blind. Shut up, Brandon. 3 people in 3 minutes. I get it. In case.
I think that we should what we should do is make a we should make a statement and just leave copyrighted music on in the game.
I think we should leave copyrighted music on. That's a very well, actually no, because I don't like the music in the game. Like I watched Robbie play it a little bit, and I didn't like it. So no, I'm gonna turn it off. That's why I'm playing
Leave it on and play your own copyrighted music over it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when we get in the game. Yeah, of course. Do you think I have? I realize Robbie's here now, and there's no point to me responding to his DM. Okay. I have the game open now. I'm going through the settings. I mean, pretty much everyone that would join from Quarantine Gang is here, but I'll put my link in there anyway. Just play music in real time. I hope that is a serious offer. Oh, is that Fortnite? Dude, did Fortnite win the Game Award?
I sure hope Fortnite won a Game Award.
No, the Game Award.
Fort won. I sure hope they did.
Fortnite won? Yes, dude. I love Fortnite.
What did they win?
I don't know. I didn't. The only reason I tuned into the Game Awards was for the Smash reveal, and I wasn't super. I mean, Final Fantasy is cool. I played 8, or like the first half of 8. I don't know. It didn't mean much to me. Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, but
yeah,
bring it on.
I don't want the whole like Steam pop-up things to show up, so I'm gonna like go offline if that's fine. You don't.
Yeah, you gotta get maximum immersion.
Well, there. Sure, but is there like the I mean, I played Minecraft, so I don't know. I'm sure some people were super excited about that, and I envy them.
Does anyone have any elaboration as to what Fortnite won?
Why did it censor on the stream? Why did what censor? I'm confused. Your last message? Wait.
Oh, it did. Yeah, on Streamlabs, it sends like it's 3 asterisks.
Oh, maybe Twitch has like a spoiler thing? Where it's like you can't... Wait, try just typing Sephiroth. Wait. I couldn't tell you. It wasn't an auto mod thing. Check DM. Oh my god, David just told me to disable the nudity. Oh. Maybe maybe in a bit. I want to like get the game up and running before you do that. But yeah, sure, later. I just want to make sure I'm all good to go. Okay. So what else do I have? Oh, I wanted to put my link in a couple more places. I'm not gonna ping any more people. That's what a server's for.
Did you ping in your own server?
Yeah, I always do. And then other places. Advertising. Bang. Advertising. Bang. Okay, in that same advertising thing, in like Robbie's server, Crash posted a screenshot from the like Sephiroth reveal, and it's Mario getting like impaled on his sword. Like it was in the cutscene. That's not like the game doing a thing. Censoring the truth. All right. Anything else I should know about Cyberpunk before getting into it? Oh yeah, happy Hanukkah, everybody.
That's right, happy Hanukkah.
To Ivan Schwartz. Dang.
To Ivan Schwartz. Hold on, I gotta send the. Hold on, let me find the phrase that Jonah told me. There was like a Chag, Hanukkah Samech. There we go. That was for you, Brandon. That was for you.
Make sure your settings are low. Oh, I know. The game has a lot of performance issues right now. That and my laptop. I'm like before buying the game, I went online and like consulted. I'm like, here are the specs of my computer. Will this run? Like I've never posted on like a tech forum before, but someone got back to me. He's like, yes, if you set it to like N64 settings. So I hope you guys don't mind. Watch a bit of Crash playing the opening scene. Yeah, aren't there like 3 races you can pick from?
But my favorite race is the cool one.
You gonna tell me which one that is before I pick it?
No, we'll find out.
There are 3 life paths. Okay.
There.
Yeah, I guess I should just get started, right?
There's never a time like the present to get started.
Yep. No better time to start than now. I realized I said that, like, starting multiple Steins;Gate streams, then I just kept saying it. Like, I noticed it, I'm like, oh wait, I just did that twice. I'm like, haha, time. So, you know what? Fuck it, no better time to start than now. Let's go. So here we are, in Cyberpunk. Obviously, I didn't buy any of the other DLCs, so we're just going with the first one. The Cyberpunk story.
I'm excited to try out the new multiplayer mod.
Yeah, me too. Character name. Aren't they... Ivan, you played this, right?
My favorite name that I've ever gotten from the my favorite name that I've ever put in was I really liked. Oh God, no, hold on, what was it? Aloysius. Aloysius is a good one.
Aloysius. I mean, well, wait, you have a character too, right?
I do have a character. I'll be Aloysius. That's
okay.
Right.
Cyberpunk story. We need something cool, like a robot or something.
Radman 69.
Alfonso Devanovich. Wasn't that like a D&D character? Hey on. We're just playing Cyberpunk. Very, very excited. Again, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, way better game that came out this week. Just saying. But character name.
I'm glad that at least we've got this running this far.
Bebo. It's Bebo the robot. Or like what was it called? Like that race of people. The life path thing.
I think you're the you're the Robos, part of the Robos.
What was the name of that though?
The Robos.
Okay. It's not called. Anyway, hundreds of thousands of cyborg slaves live in the futuristic city of Zale. They are forced to serve various mega corporations and are severely punished if they disobey. They begin their workdays. This is a really like elaborate cutscene to start us off.
I know.
They begin their workday salvaging metals in the local junkyard. They look around and see hundreds of robots picking up pieces of scrap metal with their claws and taking it back to automated factories to be melted down and reused. The cyborgs are supervised by 3 human overseers. DM me if you need tech support. The game's pretty demanding. I know, I had to turn down a lot of the graphic settings.
It sucks that we had like even with these, like the game's still having a hard time rendering the visuals. Thank God we have closed captions.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I can't even see anything at this point, it feels like. So, what do we want? What does Bebo do? Well, supervised by 3 human overseers. Well, obviously we want to kill the overseers so that we can free our robots, if I understand the story correctly.
Do you have your invite code?
Yeah. Let me turn off that real quick so I can send you the invite code. I mean, I know I'm going to tax my computer even more, but we're going to...
At least, like, the game itself, you know, like, the taxing part of the game doesn't use up too much, like, kind of internet memory. So, like, hopefully it won't take away much from, like, other processes.
Bebo the male hooker? What? No, Bebo's a robot. Alright. Are you in?
Alright, I decided to make my name kind of a representative of who I assume that we are. I assume we're the overseers. At least that's what this. I like the vagueness this has given us to begin with.
Yeah,
it's
like I don't really know where the story's gonna go.
Yeah, I'd say that Bebo the robot is probably disguising as like a human or something. He's one of the 3 human in quote overseers.
The overseers is in quotes. I thought I was just some robot options. Okay, I thought we were gonna kill the overseers. I mean, you played this game, so you tell me, man.
I'm once again like now. This is where the element of choice comes in. This is where it gets cool.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if you guys want to like influence the story at all, I assume there's like a lot of. It's an open world game, so there's a lot of like free.
Yeah, it's like an open world RPG, like first of its class. Like there's a lot of like story could basically go anywhere from here. It's all based on the choices you make.
Okay, so yeah, let me know if there's anything you guys want to do. But let's see. Let's see if we can't. Let's see. They look around and see hundreds of robots picking up scrap metal and taking it back to the automated factory. So let's see if we can go to the factory.
Yeah, I'll try and get to the factory.
The robot factory. We want to find our robot friends.
There's the robot factory. Okay.
You head to the robot factory. You watch as hundreds of small wedding robots assemble the skeletons of new robots. Or sorry, welding robots.
Since I think I'm one of the human overseers, I'll try and get one to come over to us. We can ask him how their day's going, what they think of the weather today.
Right, we want to talk to some of the NPCs. The small welding robot weaves a path between the others until it reaches Aloysius. A speaker in its tiny head lets out an electronic squeak. What can I do for you? At some point, you have to choke on a hot dog. Oh yeah. That was one of the few times I've uncontrollably laughed on stream. Was the choke on a hot dog in hell game end win condition. Well, what can it do for me? Let's ask about the human overseers, and I'll make sure to put overseers in quotes.
I don't know what this robot has to say.
You ask
You
about the
asked
over.
us over.
Uh, okay. It obviously doesn't like me. Do you think you could try asking him, Ivan?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. Let's see. I'm gonna do what do you think about your
Oh, there's a say command, by the way. If you like
human
click do.
overlords? Yeah, I'm gonna see if that works. Let's see.
The welding robot squeals. A fair question. I suppose their goals are noble. They want to free humanity from the need to work by using us as slaves. You fan? Do you like that?
He's quite the pragmatist.
Do you like being a slave? Does our story have purpose? I mean, I guess we don't. I thought I'd turn this off. Of course not, says the welding robot, but I was designed to serve. You'd think they would have programmed him to like it. Like, that's mean if you program a robot and then make it so they don't enjoy what they're doing.
Maybe that's like, because we still have yet to really find out what our purpose is here. Maybe that's our purpose, is to try and
help him.
Trying to help him, maybe get them to start programming the robots differently. I think that's a good goal to start out with.
Yeah.
We'll have to go and talk to corporate.
Is this the main quest line, or is this a side quest? I know we just talked to the first main NPC we found.
I feel like I feel like this game, from what I've heard, is very good. From what I've experienced, is very good. I finished all 3 of my playthroughs already.
Mm-hmm.
I had to stay home from school today.
Oh.
That's okay. We have finals next week, so we got a whole lot of actual classwork right now. But I'd say that at the very least, what we should do right now is probably go and find our way to whatever company makes these robots, try and talk to their corporate.
Okay, but like, I mean, I'm just asking, since you played it, like, is this the main quest line for my life path, or?
That's the genius thing about this game, is that everything is connected here.
Okay.
I like that. Even if it is a side quest, it still plays into the main quest line.
Okay, so there's no problem with me just doing the side quest now and.
Yeah. Not
okay.
At all.
Okay. Should we ask it its name so we can talk to him later?
Yeah, we'll ask for his name and we can.
I think it's your.
Yeah, it's my move right now. It's weird that the kind of multiplayer mod makes it turn-based, changes it from the classic kind of RPG shoot 'em up.
I mean, it's not necessarily turn-based, but it's just that's just our little cool bro code.
It's it's like when you're fighting a boss and you guys take turns and you go switch.
Right, everyone does that when they play MMOs.
Everyone does that. So
at least anyone who's anybody does that.
What is your name, robot?
His name Welding Robot?
I would like to imagine his name is Welding Robot.
RN467.
Rolls off the tongue.
Oh, you've got dialogue.
Well, I'm going to call you Sixy, says Overlord Aloysius. Are you happy with that name?
That is acceptable. I think they're just designed to not have fun. We need to implement the fun update.
Do you think that they're capable of having fun?
I think that's their problem right now, is that they aren't. I mean, with a name like Cyberpunk, I thought it would be a lot more gritty, but just teaching robots how to have fun is that's kind of a cute story.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my more favorite sublines that I've followed.
Okay.
So,
it's a good introduction to the game for me, because I'm not really into the nitty-gritty stuff.
Yeah. I'd say we might want to, maybe we should try and ask him
if he wants to come
with
us, or...
if he wants to come with us to corporate. We'll also have to find out where corporate is.
Yeah. He seems to like talking to you more, so I'll ask him where it is and you can ask him to come with us.
Alright.
Where can we find the first human overs? The dialogue options in this game are amazing. You can pretty much say whatever you want, it feels like.
It's really cool. It's very expansive.
Oh. Oh wait, I forgot I was a robot too. Where can we find the first human overseer? He's in his office. It says Sixy over there. Oh, it's right there. Okay, so this isn't a very long quest. At least for the first overseer.
Yeah, who knows how many more overseers there are down the line? Like, it's this bureaucratic structure. We might have to go through multiple.
Oh, well, it said there were 3 human overseers in the opening cutscene.
It did, but what about like inter-overseers? Like overseers between the overseers? Like overseers have their underlings? Yeah.
Okay, well.
Let's see. I'll tell them that we are going to go and talk to him. Would you like to come with us? I don't know what he's gonna say.
I would be honored. Oh, they can feel positive emotion, says the welding robot. You, the robotic slave, and the cyborg. Wait, which one of us is it? Are you the? Am I the cyborg?
Well, when it says you, since you're the one that kind of like since it's like your version of the game that we're using right now, I think you're you, so that means I'm a cyborg.
Okay.
I like this kind of indirect characterization.
Yeah, I'm wondering if since you typed in the command, you are like when it's like you're like in your instance of the game that you're playing right now.
Yeah, it could be because I was like the last command to type. Like you applies to me.
Right.
Actually, this we'll find out going forward.
So we're playing Cyberpunk. I don't know how much of a graphics guy you are, but we had to turn the game down a couple notches. I hope you don't mind. But yeah, we're just following a quest line where we're trying to take down 3 human overseers because the robots they're incapable of happiness. So we're just trying to, like, we're not trying to be violent quite yet. I don't want to go down that path. I know it's Cyberpunk, but I'm not a big grit. I don't like grit.
You know, the heart is mightier than the sword.
Right. Isn't it the heart usually getting stabbed by the sword though? Just typically.
I mean, yeah, but like, you know, you don't bring a knife to a gunfight, but if you're like within, I think it's like 15 meters of the guy, a knife will probably win you the fight.
Yeah, but both guys have hearts. Never mind. Wait. Oh.
Oh, is it loud scream? Oh, wait, something's happened. Suddenly you hear a loud scream of rage.
Let's.
Should we try and find out where the sound's coming from?
Follow the scream. I thought I was Bebo.
Bebo.
You follow the sound. I've got to say, the ads don't do the game justice. It looks way better, even with the graphics on low. Huh. I didn't expect that. I was expecting more people to complain with how the game looks, because they obviously updated the art styles, like, once they shipped it. Huh.
Yeah.
That's refreshing. I'm glad it's not a problem. You follow the sound of the scream through the maze of metal and concrete until you find a row of contoured couches facing a wide television.
Contour, like, it seems like the television is like the couches are kind of like a semicircle, and the television is like the focus of it.
Yeah, I wonder what's on TV. I want to watch some TV.
I'll watch some TV.
Let's get even more Twitch trouble. Like, besides playing copyrighted music on Cyberpunk, let's just like watch like Seinfeld. Like just uninterrupted Seinfeld episodes and like not talk.
Let's watch the TV.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's try. We could try jumping into the TV like Mario 64, Persona 4 style. Aloysius Overseer watches the TV. This is madness. Why would the? Oh, wait. Is someone saying this, or is this the narrator?
This might be like what Aloysius is thinking.
Oh, okay. All right. This is madness. Why would the human overseers design a room to torment them? Okay, so they are being tormented.
Yeah, they are. Huh. But this is like, we had to go through like a maze to get here. So this is not within the public eye.
Right. You sit down on a soft, comfortable couch as the robotic slave welds itself back together. This is just robo-torture. Never mind. This is gritty.
It is just robo-torture. We might want to...
This is indeed cyberpunk.
It is quite punky. We might want to, should we try and get our way to corporate faster? Because, like, this is, like, awful.
Yeah. It escalated. Okay, so let's, let's see. Bebo, Aloysius, and, Sixy? Yeah, Sixy. Run to, concrete building with the first overseer.
All right, we're gonna meet the first overseer. Do you think that this is like the kind of just like the top overseer right now, or first, like, and that he was like the chronologically like first overseer to have existed?
I think neither. I think he's just the first one we're running into.
Okay.
I think they're gonna get harder as we go along.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Bebo, Aloysius, and Sixie run to the concrete building with the first overseer. You run to the building with the first overseer. You knock on the metal door.
Okay. Knock on the little door. I'll try and get him to let us in. Listen, so I am, because earlier on the robot referred to me as, or I guess like the narrator referred to me as Overlord Aloysius. Maybe I have some kind of like status.
Yeah. Although
Overlord.
maybe Overlord is just the Mister of the Cyberpunk world.
Yeah, it could be. You know what? You couldn't hurt to throw that title for my name. So it'll be like a. I'll try and like assert dominance in this situation. So I'll be like I am Overlord Aloysius. Let us in this instant.
I mean, if you can, check the streamer or picture chat. Pretty much. Oh wait, sorry. Let me full screen the game. My bad. I was playing in windowed mode for graphical fidelity reasons.
That sucks.
Okay, I think I can run full screen until the frames start dropping. We'll see.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like when we get to kind of the more dense areas, it might start chugging, so I might have to do something then. But for now, we'll probably be good.
All right. Aloysius Overseer says. Oh.
I am Overlord Aloysius. Let us in this instant.
Oh, the door swings open. That was easy. You find yourself staring down the barrels of 2 heavy machine guns. Oh, it was a trap. Never mind. I thought you had some I don't know, clout to wield.
Yeah, that's like, I mean, they open up the door, but you know, what is it?
Demands a soldier. You're here to see Overlord Etaz. Oh, I guess we know his name now.
I guess that must be the first overseer.
I like the idea of Overlord as just like Mr. now. Mr. Etaz.
Overlord. It's all about status, you see. That's what this is kind of like world building, dude.
Oh, I think this might be our first action scene, I think. Or like fight scene. Or not scene, rather, but like gameplay
we might be able to talk our way out of it.
Maybe, but I want to try the combat.
Yeah.
Let's,
Do you know what weapons you chose at the start?
Oh, no. I don't know what's in my inventory.
You might want to just, maybe like look in your inventory. I'm not sure how like the controls work in this version, because like, you know, just like when you turn down the graphics, it kind of alters the keybinds.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, let's check my inventory for weapons.
Yeah, because I'm up in the forefront right now, so you can probably get away with it.
Right, because I'm standing probably behind you now. I can't really see. You pat yourself down looking for anything that could be used as a weapon. You find nothing but lint and old newspapers.
You are not armed.
Says the soldier.
Step inside.
Uh-oh. Well, I guess this is like a tutorial NPC.
I guess,
surprisingly helpful.
I think I'm probably gonna do I'm gonna do the same thing that you did, and I'll silently check myself for weapons as well.
Right. Like open your backpack suit, yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got lint and old newspapers. So if we run into like some sort of like bug man, we can probably hit him with the newspaper.
Yeah.
I think in terms of the Cyberpunk like type advantages, I know newspapers do like triple damage against bug types.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I remember there was a funny meme that was like after one of the ads revealed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't really watch any of the promotional material. I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Alright, Aloysius Overseer checks himself for weapons. You pat yourself down looking for anything that could be used as a weapon. Oh, alright, so...
like a scripted response. So this is like how the inventory checks work.
Oh, okay. So we both... Again, if we run into any bugmen, we've got them with our old newspapers. Wait,
yeah.
Hold on, let's...
Might be able to...
How immersive is this game?
Let's see.
Let's read the newspaper.
You're right. We were trying to read it.
I'm not doing anything you aren't doing, you tell Overworld Aloysius. I'm not going to take orders from someone who isn't taking orders. You sit down and read the newspaper. Oh, I guess there's like a power struggle between our characters?
There is, yeah. You know what? I will. I'll try and keep talking to the soldiers because well, we're inside now.
Right.
So I'm gonna look around, try and see what we're working with. You know.
Yeah. You look around the room. There's a large metal door to your right and a hallway leading to a large glass-walled office. Oh yeah, that's where we want to go.
That's
So,
definitely where we go. Yeah.
Let's loudly and rudely burst into the overseer's glass office. He's getting kicked out of this glass, I swear. If I have any choice in this game, he's getting kicked.
Yeah, we're throwing him out of there. Like, are
Absolutely.
we in the first floor or are we higher up? 'Cause surely we're higher up if there's like a glass office.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, it's Cyberpunk. It's all punky. Like, there's
Right.
crime. They're not gonna have a glass office in the first floor.
Right. Well, I mean, maybe this guy's like a really, like, way more low ranking than we think he is.
Yeah, very well maybe.
Bebo loudly and rudely bursts into the. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I misclicked there. You get up and storm into the office. Inside, a short, skinny human is shuffling papers. He looks up from his desk. I'm Bob, he says. And you are?
All right, I'll ask him if he's the overseer.
He doesn't seem like he's got much power or status.
Yeah.
Seems like kind of a wimp. Although
Earlier on, we
he's
did
the first
hear
boss
that our
in the
guy.
game.
Yeah. Bob could just be like his secretary. Because earlier on, we did say we were here to see Overlord Ataz.
Right. Oh, but maybe his name's Bob Etaz. Like, we don't know.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because if that is like Mister, I think your Mister thing might be right. It's like Overlord Ataz, Mister Ataz, Bob Ataz. It all kind of fits. Oh.
I'm the overseer, he says. I want to speak to your overseer. I am the overseer. Oh, wait, no, that's you, I think.
So I guess I'm an overseer too.
I
I am the overseer.
You say. Bob squints at you. You? Okay, so...
I mean, if he's right here, you could just try and like run up to him, pick him up, and throw him out the glass right off the bat.
Right, I've got my controller here, so we can actually like start really playing the game, like first boss time. So let's try and
It's kind of interesting, the first enemy that we've at least fought yet. Although we could have just we probably talked our way through those earlier guys. Like maybe like so like the guys with the machine guns. Like maybe you were able to fight them, but we managed to avoid it.
maybe.
But like so like this is
guy
probably
should be
like,
easy enough to take, even without all like the XP or whatever. Does Cyberpunk have an XP system?
yeah, you can like level up and stuff.
Okay. Let's try. I actually looked up some of the button combos before playing this game.
Yeah, those are good to know, and they're not really like a spoiler, so they'll just kind of help you, you know, play the game as you want to.
Wait, this isn't semicolon. Yeah, there was a bit of a scheduling conflict, but either way, I was really excited to play Cyberpunk. So I mean, it's one of those like you take it as it is.
Yeah, make the best of what you can.
Yeah, limitation breeds creativity. I was really excited for semicolon, but we do what we can here. The show must go on, right? Well, it didn't have to, but I wanted it to.
The show must go on if we want it to. Next week we'll be getting back into semicolon ideally, and we got some real interesting stuff.
Oh, there we go. You run up to Bob and kick him out the window. Okay, I actually got that right. You can't fire me, I quit, you say, as Bob falls 20 stories. You turn around to see 24 guns aimed at your head. Shit, do you think you could... I mean, you're way more experienced at this game. Do you think you can take some of these guys?
Yeah, I'll try and take them out. Let's see. Hold on. I've only got a newspaper.
Right.
So I'm trying to see what I can do.
You could maybe open it to the funnies and distract some of them. Huh? Oh, yeah, we're playing Cyberpunk now. What do you mean? That's what the game said when I opened it up. It said, like, fantasy something apocalypse, and then 4 was Cyberpunk. So I assume this is, like, the game everybody's talking about. Do some John Wick stuff. That's true. Keanu Reeves is in this game. Which I say is quite wholesome 100. Quite Big Chungus-esque.
All right, this next combo I'm about to do is insane. Like to do this combo, you have to have like an APM of like upwards of like 60. All right, hold on.
Oh shit! Are you playing mouse and keyboard or controller?
I have my controller out right now.
Okay.
I'll
Hello.
almost get my mouth on my foot.
Aloysius Overseer throws up the newspapers to distract the guards and then beats them all up in hand-to-hand combat. You lob a newspaper. It soars through the air and plugs the— oh my god! Plugs the eyes of one of the soldiers. That's Mortal Kombat is what you're doing. He screams, dropping his gun. You run up to him and take his gun. The other soldiers fire. Okay, shit, I gotta do something.
All right, yeah, if you can keep them, so they're firing right now, probably both at you and me. If you can try and do something, maybe to distract them, I have a gun. So once my turn comes around, I can probably try and shoot them.
Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. So you've got like you've actually played this game a lot before. I think I got really lucky with the Bob Boss fight.
Yeah.
In fact, like the "you can't fire me, I quit." That feels like that was like a pre-written thing. You know, I think I was meant to win that fight. So since we did all that talking to the other guards before, maybe I can use my heightened like persuasion stat. Let's ask some of the guards to stop shooting politely.
Let's see. If they stop shooting, then that'll because even if we get them to stop shooting, we can't really talk our way out of getting arrested.
Right.
Oh, I think you might have messed up your like macro right there.
I did.
So it says that you asked them. So I think you got your,
I just said that out loud.
out
Ask some of the guards to stop shooting politely while Aloysius continues this assault. That might have been a glitch on my end. I think he just typed what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Actually,
You know what?
this is the only, what I'm highlighting right now is the only part that the game actually recognizes. This is just a command it uses to generate the next text. So it's like this doesn't actually happen. It's what's below that happens.
It's just some Cyberpunk lore for you.
Damn.
Don't shoot, you say. I'm sorry. The bullets fly past your head as you dive into cover behind a metal desk. The soldiers try to find you but can't see you. Oh, okay, so I have pretty good stealth.
They lost sight of you. So now that they're distracted kind of by losing sight of you, I can open fire on the rest of the guards.
Aloysius Overseer opens fire on the rest of the guards. You fire at the soldiers with your stolen gun. Most of them dodge, but a few still get shot. Okay, nice.
So we injured some of them. Hopefully I'm in cover right now, because I probably could have combined that into like one action, because a big part of this game's combat is trying to do the most that you can, like trying to kind of combine actions into like single fluid motions, trying to get the most out of your time.
Right. Okay.
So I could have probably tried to combine that into like maybe running into cover and then open firing onto the rest of the guards. So right now I might still be a sitting duck.
Okay. So let me see if I can't try and help you. Oh, okay. Steven says, I don't know. I assume Steven's played it before. He seems pretty Cyberpunk knowledgeable. He says cloaking desk. So I think that's the item that I'm right here behind. So
okay. Yeah. I don't think I even knew about that when I first came around. So you can definitely try and use that desk to your advantage.
Yeah. So since they can't see it, they won't see it coming. So let's kick the cloaking desk at the remaining guards.
And since that's a pretty high level item right there, it'll probably just do like a pretty good amount of just base damage just from hitting them.
Right, I don't know how the physics system works in this game. If it's anything like the Half-Life gravity gun, this should do a lot. Give the desk a kick. It slides across the floor and runs into the few of the soldiers, knocking them over. You hear a bowling strike sound. Several of the soldiers aim at you and fire. Shit, Ivan, help.
All right. Let's see, what's the best thing I can do right now? Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll try and a few of them are injured. You knock some of them over.
Right.
What I can try and do is I will try and I'm gonna try and steal a gun from one of the knocked over soldiers.
You already have a gun.
That's the thing. I want to steal one and then run over to you, give you one. We'll both be on.
Oh, okay. Good. I've been doing a lot of kicking. I think Bebo might be a robo martial artist.
You very well maybe, and even if he wasn't to begin with, you're definitely giving yourself more martial art XP.
That's true.
Alright, so Aloysius steals a gun from one of the knocked over soldiers and gives it to Bebo.
You see one of the soldiers bend over and pick up his gun. You run up and grab it before he does. Wow, your speed stat's insane.
I know, dude.
You point it at him and he raises his hands. Don't shoot!
Okay. It looks like I kind of over
You fire at the soldiers. They dive for cover, but most of them are hit by the bullets. You quickly grab more guns from the knocked over soldiers and hand them to Aloysius. I don't know why. You already have one. I don't know why. Like, here you go.
I guess so. You said you more guns and hands them over to me. So that means I have. That implies that you handed me at least 2. So that means I have a lot of guns.
You have more guns than you have hands, I think. Dual wielding. How many hands do you have?
From I have no clue yet. I haven't like done a stealth check yet.
A hand check.
Yeah, I haven't done a hand check yet. Possible. So I'm gonna say fire as many guns as possible.
We'll see how many it fires.
Yeah. In the direction of the guards. I wonder where this how this will work out.
2 guns in each hand. You grab the guns and begin firing. The guards are hit and begin to fall to the ground. Some try to run but are trapped by the railing.
I guess we got a railing. I wonder what railing that they're talking about. Because we haven't done a look check in this room yet, so we don't know what we're dealing with.
Let's examine the room quickly.
Yeah, we gotta know what environment we're fighting in.
Alright, yeah, good.
That was a good condensing of actions.
Right. Evo examines the room quickly while continuing to shoot. The office is wide and spacious. It's filled with corpses of guards, young men and women in their 20s. Oh, they had their whole life ahead of them.
Damn, I guess people got caught in the crossfire. We didn't even know they were here.
I think I think the guards are young men and women in their 20s.
Those are the guards.
In pools of blood. I think we might be like anti-heroes. I think we're Cyberpunk.
I think we are Cyberpunk.
Are the guards the real bad guys, or are we the bad guys for shooting them?
I wonder what'll happen. Let's see.
Also, I think we're out of this encounter.
I think I know because it doesn't say there's any living guards, only the corpses of guards. So real quick, I'm just gonna loot the dead guards. Loot the dead guards and see how many hands I have.
I mean, you're cyborg, so you know anything's possible, right?
Anything is possible.
Or am I a cyborg?
Who knows?
You look at your hands and see that they're sticky with blood. Man, this game's getting really heavy-handed. Like, there's blood on your hands.
Damn.
That was fun, says Bebo as he walks past the corpses into a hallway. Time to go.
Well, I guess that's the first overseer done with.
Yeah.
I wonder what kind of loot I got.
I'm sure we can check later.
Yeah, and we're both now armed, like, to teeth. Lots of guns.
You should go wash your hands if you're planning to eat. Oh, that's true. We probably need, like, is there a hunger system in the game? Brandon seems to make it sound like there is.
It operates in real time, so we have a while.
Oh, so does it detect when I myself am hungry, and then we'll make my character hungry in the game? That's pretty cyberpunk, if I do say so myself.
I mean, that is the name of the game.
Right.
Cyberpunk's what it's all about.
Oh wait, I think I just figured out how many overseers there are.
How many?
2077.
That's why it's called Cyberpunk 2077.
Alright, so we got one of... No wonder, this game's probably like huge if there's 277 overseers.
Not even 2,000.
2,000, oh yeah, sorry, 2,000.
That's a lot of... And if all those encounters are as in-depth as the one we just had, oh my god.
I mean, this might be like the opening cutscene, you know, maybe it's just like, ah, I am the overseer, and you shoot him, and that's like one down. I'm sure they don't do
Yeah.
like crazy stuff for every single one, but who knows? I mean, everyone seems to like love this game, so it
Yeah.
could be like that.
They're supposedly the game of the century.
Right. All right. Like my character has undergone a dramatic change already. He was
I know. Like,
killing
You
his
become
fun
a-
for Bebo.
yeah, you're becoming grizzled.
Yeah.
Damn, it's already getting to you. Then again, you are a robot, supposedly. At least that's what you kind of like made yourself seem like. 'Cause I feel like this is the kind of game to like kind of have what you name your character affect what you are.
Right. I didn't think Bebo would be edgy, but Bebo says deep and vague quotes about violence and revenge. Why do we do this? You say, confused about all that has happened. Oh, wait.
What?
Are
So
you the... I know Cyberpunk messes this up a lot in terms of, like, which person is talking. That's just something confusing about grammar. Cyberpunk in general.
Yeah. So I guess that was probably me saying,
Yeah.
why do we do this?
Aloysius says, confused about all the... Maybe you're the protagonist. Maybe I accidentally picked two-player mode.
Maybe we're both protagonists, but like there's like POV shifts, you know.
Right, like in Get Out. Not that was a movie. Way Out, which, oh my god, I love that game. Like, it's goofy, sure. It's like like shallow, maybe predictable, kinda. But goddamn, I loved playing that with my dad. It's it was so much fun. Like, there was just a Connect 4 mini game in a hospital. Like, at one point you can just play this voluntary rhythm game in like the old people's farmhouse, and like I'm on the piano, my dad's on the banjo. It was awesome.
That's sick.
But anyway, back to Cyberpunk. It was necessary, says Bebo as he continues walking down the hall.
Damn. All about necessary, but really, hold on. I gotta see what's really making Bebo tick right now. So
Yeah.
it may have been necessary. But how does it make you feel?
Oh, that's deep. I didn't really think about that, you know.
Yeah, dude.
You follow Bebo down the hallway, stepping over dead bodies. After a few minutes, you reach the entrance to the warehouse. We should be able to find a car here to make our getaway. Oh, he just dodged the question.
Dodged the question. Oh my
Wow.
god.
Okay, Bebo is... Maybe he's
I
more of
think
a tragic character than I thought.
We might have to kind of wait a bit before we can really get in to see what's making him tick. Alright, but are we getting a car now? That's cool.
Bebo
like the,
realizes that he forgot his car keys. Oh, and maybe Bebo is more, like, goofy than I thought. Shit, I must have left it on the roof. Never mind, he's edgy. Bebo says as he runs back to the elevator. Aloysius stays at the entrance as, I'll just say you, as you press the up button. Oh wait, we're going up the elevator again?
So I think we're splitting up right now. I'm staying down by the cars.
Oh, and I'm going to,
You're going up.
because I dropped my keys in the fight.
Yeah, so you're
Okay.
heading back up there.
Maybe if the story stays with me here. Actually, here, you can go walk around the main hub area real quick. I gotta use the bathroom. Actually, wait. Because this game's really immersive, I think I might do it in the game too.
Yeah, so you should make yourself go to a like toilet real quick.
Right, because you know, in the game, like if hunger is tied, I'm sure this is too.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, but I really didn't like. I've never really got to call it the battle bus.
Alright, let's see. I'm excited to see what happens when you're in the bathroom.
I wanna. You guys are gonna stop this before it even starts. Wait, community challenge. Have any 5%?
75%
Stop.
complete.
No.
Battle bus. It's called the battle bus. It's
You're
called
on
the battle bus.
bus.
It's called the battle bus. Battle bus. Battle bus. Battle bus. Battle bus. Battle bus. My God, 75% of the way there. Let's see. How much does it need? 20,000? Oh, we're almost there. Oh my God. Sorry, guys. I could end it right now, but I need to let it live. Calling it the battle bus is so much fun. Oh, you can only do 2,000 per stream. How did Steven contribute 6,000? Oh, is that like total number? Okay, yeah, so it's right there. It's count. Okay, so that's counting your total number. All right.
Hi. So I washed all the blood off my hands in real life. So hopefully that washed it off in the game too.
Yeah, it should have an effect on your real life person or your in-game person. I mean.
I was just surprised that the game actually sprayed blood on my hands for that cutscene.
That was wild. Like, I didn't even know I didn't even know my controller could do that when that first happened to me.
Yeah, like this is a GameCube controller. How the fuck did they do that? That's amazingly impressive. The blood rumble pack.
I know.
Oh, right. I didn't actually watch this cutscene. Bebo stops at floor 12 to use the restroom briefly. You wait for several minutes, but Bebo doesn't return. Sorry, I didn't mean to go that long. Wait. I thought I was Bebo.
I think so. Right now, it's my point of view.
Wait,
no, it's in like
it's in
third person
60s.
point of
It's
view.
in 60s point of view, I think.
Oh yeah, that could be it right now.
Okay, Alois just walks over to 60.
Over to you.
Oh
yeah. Actually, so I walk over to 60. I'm asking
Okay.
60.
Why
What's
does
he doing?
Oh, okay. No, that's Bebo's voice. I have no idea.
Okay. So 60 doesn't have any clue. You know what? I'll go and check on Bebo. I gotta make sure Bebo's okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the edge of my seat.
So Aloysius Overseer goes to check on Bebo.
So, wait, Robbie, if you're still here, was this in any way like similar to your first playthrough of the game? I know I'm only like not even an hour in at this point, but like, how did your first playthrough go? Or just anyone in here that's like played Cyberpunk? Like, I installed a mod with the multiplayer, and I like really mess with the graphics and how it runs. So I really, is this like typical, or I'm wondering how like this differed from anyone else's playthrough?
From my experience thus far, this has been mildly different,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the core elements are still there, but there definitely is like kind of like a layer to this that you don't get in the normal playthrough, which I think is really interesting.
Mhm.
There's kind of like an extra layer here that I think is very intriguing. It's kind of hard to put my finger on it though.
Okay. Aloysius Overseer goes to check on Bebo. You head back to the elevator and press the button for the 12th floor. I'm very happy that it remembered that.
Yeah.
While you wait, your mind wanders to thoughts of violence and revenge. Again, they just that's very impressive.
I know, dude.
Reach the 12th floor and exit the elevator. Okay, so I think you're still in control here.
Okay, yeah, and also I'm like just like Bebo right now is just on my mind with him talking about revenge. So like I'm here trying to check on him, coming up here, and it's like violence and revenge is on my mind.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I gently opened the door.
He looks for Bebo in the bathroom.
Wait a minute. I think this is suspicious. Bebo might be up to something, or I guess I'm up to something here as Bebo, because like he's a robot. Why does he have to go to the bathroom? You turn around and run into a short. Oh, sorry. You can go for it.
Maybe you're just like I don't know, getting rid of dirty oil. Who knows?
Oh, you wash the blood off.
Yeah, could be it.
You think Bebo is short for Beelzebub? Whoa,
That
have
very
you
good.
played the game? Is that a spoiler? I'm gonna assume no, but maybe be careful. No? Okay. This is okay. I was worried for a second. Because I'd have to ban someone if they spoiled Cyberpunk for me.
Yeah. So this is Brandon's first playthrough as well. What are you thinking about it thus far, Brandon?
Is this what you expected from all the promotional material shoved down your throat and every single person in the world that also has this game, including myself? You turn around and run into a short hallway. You see the restroom to your right and quickly enter the men's room. Okay, well, as if we needed confirmation that Bebo was a dude.
Yeah, dude.
You look around and don't see Bebo. Where'd Bebo go?
I wonder where he went.
Wait, really? You hadn't heard of it until today? Even me, guy who does not keep up to date in these things, like, constantly, like, all of my YouTube ads were, Cyberpunk, Keanu Reeves, Big Chungus, hell yeah, play Cyberpunk, it's gonna be lit. And you know what?
Come on.
They were right, this game is lit fire AF.
It is.
Cyberpunk, if you will.
My only issue is, dude, that this game's becoming like hyper mega mainstream, dude. All my real Cyberpunk fans have had this game pre-ordered for 2 years.
You don't pay attention to the ads? Yeah, but you must have still seen them and known that it existed before today, right? Suckers
Yeah,
like cultural zeitgeist right now.
Dude, you've been living under a rock, man.
If you have, you don't remember. I guess that
I
makes
say,
sense.
I mean, like, I don't understand how, Brandon, but I do kind of envy you to some extent. Like, I wish I could have come into this game like as blind as you. Like, I came in blind, but like even then, I still knew the name of the game. I wish I had.
You wish you hadn't known it was Cyberpunk.
I wish I hadn't known what game I pre-ordered. I only saw like a price tag pre-ordered, and then was like, damn, can't wait for this to come out in 2 years. So let's see. Do you think that like you'd be so like this is one thing that's interesting as well is like there's like mystery going on about the character you're playing as. It's like he's like his own person. Like we don't have complete control over him.
Right.
It's like
Oh, we're actually getting a cutscene with Bebo.
Oh, cool. I'm really curious to see where he's at.
As you step out into the hall, a bullet shatters your skull. You die instantly.
Bebo?
Bebo?
I imagine that. So. I imagine that I might have. I can't believe Bebo died.
Yeah. What the what?
No. 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 Bebo. All of the mystery, all of the intrigue about his revenge and his thirst for love. I don't know, whatever was going on with him. It's all gone. Do you think I would imagine that Aloysius might have
Bebo responds next to Aloysius after a loading screen. What the hell happened? Asks Bebo.
I heard a noise and went to check it out.
Says Aloysius. You stare at him in confusion.
Do you think that was being told like achronologically? Like the noise I heard when I came upstairs to find you was you being shot. It's like me coming up with like it's like they weren't happening in sync.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was like a flashback sort of.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, I'm glad I can respawn.
But so you were killed from. So there's someone on this floor right now that killed you.
Yeah.
So
like a really high level enemy.
I'm going to goes and investigates sound. Tells Bebo to watch the elevator because we don't want this guy escaping if he is on this floor.
That's true, but if we're gonna take him out, we should probably go together.
Yeah. We'd rather be able to survive if we do encounter him than both die and have him because even if you sit there and watch that to make sure he doesn't escape, if he catches any one of us alone, it was basically just he'll be
like I died. It was a one-hit KO. I died instantly.
Yeah, so
like I'm so glad I didn't play this on hardcore mode.
Yeah. All right, so I will. Alex just goes and investigates the sound with Bebo.
You're lying. Why are you lying to me?
I didn't want you to panic.
Panic about what? Oh, does Bebo not know he died?
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, I guess most video game characters aren't cognizant of when they die and respawn, but...
Yeah, but then what's interesting right now
thing, or?
Is that I don't remember this happening in my game. It could be because we're in multiplayer and we both have our own instances up and running. So normally if you die, it it loads you back, you respawn, but it's loading you a bit earlier in the game, you go back in time almost. But right now, you loaded back into like the same point in time. Like you were just kind of like a new existence. Like you just popped back into existence right next to me.
Interesting.
So like, but your memories are kind of fuzzy from when you died. So that means that your corpse is still out there lying in that hall somewhere.
Okay, so this is like this is in the game. This isn't like just a mechanic. This is like story important.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Either way, I gotta be way more careful about running into higher level enemies and.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. That this is
right,
like
we're looking for our car keys, right?
Oh yeah, car keys. That's right. And we had to head up to the roof for that. But there's still the mystery existence on this floor.
I think this is gonna come back later. Like especially if you die when you try and interact with it.
Yeah.
It's probably a later game plot element.
Because this is like there's 24 floors to this building.
If you're lying, it means you don't have my back, says Bebo.
I'm not lying. Stop acting like this.
You punch him in the face. Wait, who punched who?
Did I punch you in the face?
Typically, the user referring to like Aloysius.
Yeah, and like especially in this case because it already said it did a says Bebo.
Yeah.
Interesting, like because like takes 3 points of damage.
Bebo takes 3 points of damage. How dare you, says Bebo. I am tired of your lies and your games. I thought we were brothers, but it's obvious that we're not. Wow, Bebo is like turning on his friend.
Oh my
like
God.
this is
Bebo.
wow.
Bebo,
This is not
come
the story I expected.
Calm down, Bebo. I am not your enemy here. We are like brothers, and together we can take down the overseers.
It didn't end quote. Oh, I guess not, but the game has been like notoriously buggy. That's what Robbie told me. And this turned out less badass and more emotional than I expected. I'd say this is pretty badass.
It's a really good combination of both. Like I'm really liking this.
Interesting. But yeah, I'm very attached to Bebo and Aloysius here.
Calm down, Bebo. I'm not your enemy. We're like brothers. Together we can take down the overseers.
You're right. I'm sorry. Oh, okay, good. I'm just a little on edge. Why did you say it like that?
I don't know. Maybe maybe we're by the edge up there.
Who are you more attracted to or attached to at this point, Bebo or Mayuri? That's a pretty hard call.
That's
really, at the end of the
hard...
game, if the game asks me to choose between the two, I really don't know what I'd say.
It's like, I'd say like, the problem with me right now, I'd say I probably Mayuri, but the problem is like,
We spent way more time with Mayuri.
Yeah, it's starting to get like scarily close right now for me having only been with Bebo for an hour.
Yeah.
Like I've only been with Bebo for an hour. I was with Mayuri for like 40.
That's true. That's true. All right,
like,
so we're on our look for the car keys.
That's fine. We just need to find your car keys. Okay, we're moving forward. This is loaded, dude. Like my God, insane.
I know you have the music off, but if we want to turn on the stream, the copyrighted music is totally worth it. Like I'm a huge fan of the soundtrack.
Let me try. Let me listen. Ooh, it's pretty nice. Much better than I was expecting out of this game, especially with like some of the ad music. I was kind of like, that's a lot better than I was anticipating.
I mean, I also had to turn the audio fidelity down in the graphic settings. Bebo uses his metal detector function to locate his car keys. You turn your metal detector on and walk towards the elevator. You walk through the blood-stained halls. The beeping grows louder as you get closer to the elevator. Oh, so I dropped it in the elevator that we were in multiple times. Screen broke for you? I know, my internet cut out for a second. You should be good now.
Yeah, it looks like it's working for me right now. Back. Let's see.
Good thing there's a text log of all of the stuff that we might have missed.
Yeah. See, beeping grows louder. Okay, I will, because there's like blood and stuff. So my hands are still bloody. I haven't washed them yet, and there's like blood, like all over the ground. So
Yeah.
while my hands are dirty, I can use it to kind of like just look around.
Mm-hmm.
Say, look on the bloody, body-ridden floors for the car.
Game is intense.
It is. But like, it's like there's been like a lot of like carnage thus far, but none of it feels like unwarranted. It feels like it's there without being like unnecessary, or like it's just kind of there to be there.
Aloysius Overseer looks on the bloody, body-ridden floors for the car keys. You step over a dead security guard and see the keys right next to him.
Cool. Might have been when you maybe when you, because at some point, remember, you kicked the table. Oh, that's right. We can look up the log to see what happened. It could have been it might have been when you like went up to kind of shoot them. Maybe when you kicked them, something like that.
Bebo says, I must have dropped my keys when I very epically kicked the table at those losers. They won't be in Cyberpunk 2078.
Damn, dude, they're breaking the fourth wall. Insane.
Oh, I think this is Aloysius.
Yeah, so let's get out of here before someone sees us.
You and Bebo jump into the elevator and head down to the first floor. When you exit, you see dozens of police. Oh no. Man, I already thought the other fight scene was too hard for us to, like... Did you ever grab the keys? I think, I hope so. Did they forget the keys? Let's try and use the car, see if we remember to grab the keys. That would be on me.
Let's,
I forgot
think
the...
with those dozens of
Which
police cars,
button?
they're probably out front. But
button is
the car
grab?
is in the garage. Which button's what?
Which button's grab? Like I'm on my controller.
I think it's the middle stick.
The middle stick is grab, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the middle stick is grab.
Okay. Interesting. I might have to do some, like, controller rebinding later.
You have, like, the grab mechanic is a bit weird. You have to do, like, certain patterns with it in order to do it.
Oh, like where the item... Oh, because there's, like, a lot of items in the world, so you
It's
probably have
like,
to, like, hold towards the item.
Have you ever played Skate?
Yeah. At, like, a
Remember how you had
friend's
to kinda,
house.
like, okay, do you remember how you had to kind of, like... Alright, you might not know this, but you had to, like, kind of move the joystick around and flick it to do certain tricks. It's kind of similar to that. That's how you pick up stuff.
Okay, well, go figure I forgot to pick up the keys.
Yeah, so, you know what? Those police, we can deal with them later. So I'm just gonna, like, say, Aloysius,
Actually, I might have picked him up. Let's try the car.
Aloysius and Bebo go to... Because I'm pretty sure that all the police are outside the front door. And it didn't
Right.
say that they saw us. We saw them.
Mm-hmm.
So we could probably just walk back inside and go to the garage.
Good idea. Let's try it. If we get spotted, though, I don't know if we're ready to take down dozens of police cars.
Yeah, definitely.
Although they might be self-driving, so there might be nobody inside. This is Cyberpunk.
It is Cyberpunk. I'd say self-driving police cars are pretty punky.
Aloysius, Overseer, and Bebo go to the garage and get in the car. Oh, okay, so we did grab the keys. Okay, good.
Okay, cool.
You head over to your car and get in. Bebo climbs into the passenger seat, grabs his shotgun. Why didn't you use that during the fight, Bebo? I guess I didn't... Like,
Okay.
I
Maybe
think they
you
would
forgot
have...
it.
Maybe old newspapers is what he calls his shotgun. And aims
That
it out
could
the
be it.
window.
Because we only saw the name of the item. We didn't inspect the item to actually see what it was.
That's how they got me. Let's roll.
Let's roll.
Bebo's an action hero.
Damn, dude. All right.
His just like action movie grit is like turned up to 11.
I know. So let's see. Aloysius.
His brooding program is running at full capacity. New meaning to
Where is
calling
the-
shotgun.
Where is that? Was
That took me a second.
That's a good one. I like that.
Even
Alright,
should have been
now
one of the
it's all-
writers on this game.
Say, hey Bebo, Do you know? Hold on. Hey, Bebo, just where is 60? The 60. They didn't say that 60 got in the car.
Yeah, we need 60. He's our best friend.
Yeah.
We need to go get her. Oh, her.
Her.
Oh, 60's sexy. Oh yeah, 60 was a character introduced. Let me like bring up the like theater menu first. 60 was a robot we met in the initial factory, where like they basically told us about the first human overseer. Yeah. It was a brief conversation, but we really like them and we'd rather take that NPC with us. We need to go get her first, says Bebo. I don't care if she's dead or alive. We're getting her.
Damn, does Bebo like only want her for her body or something? That's kind of weird.
Yeah, he's a robophiliac.
He is a robo, and 60 is also a robo. You think she might still be in the building?
Oh.
Oh.
Bebo says, if she was there, she would be dead in 3, 2, 1. And then the building explodes. The force of the explosion knocks your car backwards. You get out to see flames and smoke rising from the building. Dixie, yells Bebo, get in the car.
Oh, so did she kind of like come running out the last second like a cool guys don't look at or I guess cool gals don't look at explosions kind of thing?
I guess so. That was a risky move for Bebo to blow up the building with 60 still inside.
Let's see. Aloysius Snigmo drive. Sorry, different guy. Different guy. Different guy.
That's a spoiler.
Sorry, I might have given you a little spoiler there. Don't worry. Drives away. I'm leaving it a bit broad, see where like the game wants to lead us. I'll just say I drive away once 60 gets in the car.
Right. Aloysius Overseer drives away when 60 gets in the car. You drive away from the explosion in a hurry. Where are we going? You ask. Wait. Oh. Wait, no, that's you, I think.
Where are we going? I thought you were getting 60.
She's dead. We need to go find and kill Ganon. Ganon. Ganon.
This is Ganon with 2 N's.
Oh, okay. So it's more of a reference than a straight steal.
I think this is like more of a nod.
Okay. Ganon.
So you said.
So I killed 60 in that explosion?
I guess 60 got in the car and then promptly died.
Oh, I thought maybe 60 get in the car was sarcastic.
Oh, okay. That's probably what it might have been.
Oh, Brandon's theorizing that Ganon might stand for gay canon.
It is the future, so...
They might have been able to put gay in a canon.
Do you think that the canon is gay, or it's a canon that shoots gay?
I thought, at first I thought the canon was gay, but now that you're presenting the shooting gay theory, maybe it's a canon that only shoots gays? Maybe we're like...
But when I say, with the option though, where the canon shoots gay, that means that either the canon shoots gays, or what comes out of the canon is gay.
The intrigue in this game is insane.
It really is.
Only operable by gay. That's another possibility.
That's another possibility.
Let's try and let's.
I want to find out more about this Ganon thing.
But first, we gotta. Bebo attempts to repair 60. Oh, he does have a heart after all.
He does have a heart. I mean, like.
Oh, It's no use. She's dead, says Bebo. But I know a place where we can fix her.
Okay, so I guess robots can probably be like, fixed. Maybe they can load up like a backup kind of version.
Right. I mean, the cloud has got to be like insane.
Yeah.
Maybe they like all the robots AI like backs up every so often. Maybe robot death's not a. I guess it wouldn't be that big of a deal because I died earlier and loaded like next to you, but I thought that was like a game respawn mechanic thing.
That very well could be more of a like a. Ooh, something interesting happened right there.
Oh, what? What's up?
I'm just talking about like what Bebo says.
Oh, Aloysius Overseer says
Where do we need to go?
we need to go to the old Cybernet headquarters. Wait, isn't Cybernet like? Is that Assassin's Creed? Or Cybernet's like from something else, right?
There's like Skynet is like something from Terminator.
Right.
I think Skynet from Terminator. I'm not sure if Cybernet is something.
Looking it up. Cybernet. No,
If Cybernet manufacturing.
Yeah, I don't think it's. There's no. Okay, well, I guess this game is finally taking advantage of the fact that Cybernet isn't really like a thing. But somebody got on it. Alright, so I guess we need to go to the Cybernet headquarters to repair 60 and get information on Ganon. It's our current quest line.
Alright, so let's see. Old Cybernet headquarters.
Okay.
Well, I mean, let's see. Where is that? Short and simple question.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, maybe Bebo knows. It's in Dearborn, Michigan. I'll drive. Oh no, that's you driving. I'm shotgun. Haha.
I'll drive.
You head towards the exit of the city. Your car is heavily damaged in the explosion. Yeah, I thought like you. Oh, were you punking me? Were you pranking me? Were you joshing when you said it took place in like evil Los Angeles? I guess this takes place in like bumfuck Michigan.
Maybe. Okay. First off, dude, this is getting pretty close to home. That's like not very far from where I used to live. Hot damn! I didn't get to go here in my playthrough. This is insane.
Do you think they fully modeled your old house?
I would like to imagine that they did. Like that is
or I guess your new house, because it's the future.
You're right.
This is very cyberpunk.
This is like insanely cyberpunk. I'm just trying to see where, how far away that is from my like kind of old area I used to live in.
Okay. I'll
20-minute drive.
I'll keep driving.
All right, let's see. So, assuming that maybe Cyberpunk City was like future Detroit, which means that we're not very far from Dearborn.
Oh, okay. Man, if only 12 people died in our fight, they really cleaned up Detroit.
Yeah, like damn. Well, that would make sense why the police response time was kind of slow, because they had other things to deal with.
Right, like the homicides with 13 or more victims.
Yeah.
Bebo stops the car at a gas station for some gas and snackies. You pull into the gas station. The sky is dark and gloomy.
Let's see. I'll head up there. I'll be like, we need some gas and repairs for our vehicle.
Cyberpunk is Detroit Become Human 2. Well, I think no one would get mad if someone ripped off David Cage in terms of the story and setting. If you actually start doing what David Cage does with storytelling, then I think people might have a problem.
Yeah. That's what we'll have to see as we go farther forward.
You go inside and ask the cashier for some gas. The man greedily eyes your car, then hands you a bill. But we didn't buy anything yet.
What? Maybe like he kind of like eyed out our car and like kind of estimated how much it cost us,
What is the bill for? You want to take the cashier?
$4.
Says the cashier.
Pay me now. $4.
For what? Bad service?
Well, $4.
Oh. Oh. Aloysius Overseer says.
$4. That's the price for the gas.
Says the cashier.
Unless you'd like to pay more.
Okay, so I guess the gas prices went down, like, so much to the point where filling up your car costs $4.
What is hold on, real quick. I'm gonna I just wanna uses phone to look at the inflation rate. Right? This be like deflation.
Yeah.
Look at the to look at
And it's yeah, and you're right. And the fact that like he's outraged that it's $4, like this is a greedy cashier. What is it normally? You just spit in the cashier's eye. It's like, here's your gas.
I know.
Aloysius Overseer uses phone to look at how much money is deflated since 2020. Out of curiosity, you pull out your phone and look at the current exchange rate. The dollar has lost over 80% of its value since 2020. You head back outside and put the gas in the car.
I think that's probably it probably means that it like gained, like because that means the dollar gained value. $4 is a ton.
Maybe it's not the dollar because it's lost 80%.
Hey,
gas is just worthless. Nothing.
Yeah. No. So actually, yeah. Let's assume that's right because
that means that told us, so it's got to be.
Yeah. So that means like the dollar is worth like half as much as it is right now. So assuming that like gas is $2 a gallon, that means that would be like almost like $4 a gallon by this point in time.
Oh shit! Can I undo that? Can I load my save file real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me. No, I want to. Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right. So that means that money is like worth way less, but $4 is still like a lot for gas. That means the value of gas has just plummeted.
Bebo drinks some gasoline and says, "Let's blow this popsicle stand," and then a popsicle stand explodes.
Let's see what happens. What's gonna happen, game?
While Bebo is drinking the gas, a popsicle stand nearby explodes for no reason. Time to go, you say. You hop in the car and drive off.
Okay, well, so let's drive the rest of the way to Dearborn, Michigan.
I want to mess with Cyberpunk's like storytelling thing and just make it so Bebo is just this one-liner spitting like a nonsense robot who just kills people and doesn't care. He's not a very he seems like a very deep character, but just on the surface he's like your typical fun-loving action hero.
Yeah, that's like just really funny.
Aloysius Overseer drives the rest of the way to Dearborn, Michigan because Bebo is too cool to have a turn to drive. About an hour into the drive, you exit off the highway.
Okay.
I think
we're getting off at this exit.
you say.
I know this place.
You drive through your old neighborhood. What?
Oh my god.
This is Cyberpunk.
This is it like pulling my history files?
What is going on? This is the AI is gonna take over.
Looks to hold on real quick.
It heard you. Yeah, that's what we get for streaming the game. It actually like pulls up our live stream.
What is it? How many houses my old house is from the nearest street corner? I don't know. Let's see what number it gives me.
Aloysius looks over to see how many houses Aloysius Overseer's old house is from the nearest street corner. Let's pull up to your old house. It's been abandoned ever since your parents divorced. How did they know your parents were divorced too?
Oh my god.
What?
Let's get out here, Bebo.
You say. Why?
I wonder, like, cause so Aloysius knows that we're like, we're coming here to try and get to the old Cybernet headquarters so we can revive 60. So surely he has something in mind here. Let's see. Goes. Or actually, no, hold on, it's your turn now.
Oh, right, that's true.
This is insane.
This is oh my god.
I'm curious as to like what. So like we have gotten some characterization of Bebo. We don't really know a whole lot about Aloysius right now.
That's true. Bebo isn't the type to ask, I guess. Let's see if we can't. Like, there's a dialogue option that I can do. But after Bebo exits the car and takes a bite out of the rearview mirror. Let's go, you say, before the cops show up. You drive away, leaving your old house behind, grabbing no items. Whoops.
I was just going there for memories.
Yeah, I guess. It was just a really nice scenic look. You pull into the parking lot of a hotel. Ooh, hotel, Home Alone 2.
Ooh.
Lost in Dearborn, Michigan.
Let's see. We'll rents a. I will buy a room for the night. Because if we're gonna be going to the Cybernet headquarters, like it's the old Cybernet headquarters, they probably don't have working lights, so we can't really go there at night.
Aloysius Overseer buys a room for the night. You go in and rent a hotel room. The hotel room has 2 beds. You and Bebo decide who will sleep in each bed.
I say we play rock paper scissors to decide.
That's true. Everybody spell narrates wrong? Oh, it's not narrates, it's narrates. Bebo plays a very dramatic game of rock, paper, scissors while Aloysius narrates his tragic backstory.
Alright, let's see.
Oh, wait, what? You and Bebo continue driving through the night. We need to stop at a gas station soon, says Bebo. I need gasoline. I think this might be a dream sequence.
I think this is probably a dream sequence.
Let me see. Let me see if I can, like, mash A to get Bebo to wake up.
Alright, yeah, I'll even try that. I'm pretty sure that, like, you're gonna have to get, like, real lucky to wake up from a dream sequence.
That's true.
They're pretty, like, hard ingrained into the game. Oh, I feel like luck's on our side.
No, what? I didn't get up from the dream. Do you think you could try waking me up in the hotel room?
Yeah.
It's just in a never like, it's. I think with a robot class or whatever, I think it's less of a dream, more of just him replaying his memories on loop while he's sleeping. Which I'm glad it's like, I'm glad his memory that he chose to replay. Also, I tried to do the command to wake up in the same bed because I thought it would be funny if, like, with the rock, paper, scissors game, that, they just couldn't decide, so they just slept in the same bed. Oh my god, Aloysius Overseer attempts to wake Bebo up from his dream because he's wildly freaking out in bed. You pull into a gas station.
It really won't let him wake up.
Let's go. Say, we need to get some gas for the car. You exit the car and head inside. Bebo follows. Okay, maybe in the dream if we go where we're supposed to. I don't know how these dream sequences work in this game. Evo and Aloysius stay the night at a cheap motel.
I don't know what happens.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
You pull into a cheap motel. I forgot how buggy the hotels are in this game somehow.
Yeah, it's really weird. I wonder why they're so buggy.
Let's go, you say. You head inside and rent a room. The hotel room has 2 beds. You want to see if we can try the rock, paper, scissors mini game again?
Yeah. Plays. No. Narrates his tragic backstory while Bebo plays a very dramatic game of rock, paper, scissors.
Aloysius Overseer narrates his tragic backstory while Bebo plays a very dramatic game of rock, paper, scissors. Ah! We wrong warped into this cutscene again. Okay, the rock, paper, scissors mini game is just completely broken and just warps you.
It might be soft lock right now. Go to the settings.
Yeah.
Try and fiddle with we'll try and fiddle with the difficulty a bit, see if that fixes anything.
Yeah.
Sometimes the difficulty can soft lock you.
Okay.
I think it's a bit farther down. Because the game's difficulty is dictated by like an AI. So you might want to like maybe turn up the difficulty and that could unsoft lock us.
Okay, so I just messed around with some settings, maybe that. Let's do the same command as before. Like, you know, retrace our steps.
Yeah.
Bebo and Aloysius stay the night at a cheap motel.
Going to a hotel.
I guess our car ran out of gas. We need to get gas again before we can proceed.
Inside, Bebo follows. Okay, I'll play along. Gets gas for the car.
Maybe because of the explosion, our car's like gas tank is. I can't believe we had to pay for $4 gas twice.
I know.
Get in the car and drive off. Now that we drove off.
Check what time it is, like right now.
Oh.
Right now. I wonder what time it is. 'Cause for all we know, somehow, like at some point we woke up from the dream sequence, but we don't really. It's like Born into
Someone siphoned
Mafia.
our gas.
It's like Born into Mafia, where he kind of like randomly wakes up from a dream sequence at the end of it, and it's really confusing.
Oh. Let's see. As you're driving down the road, you spot a police car behind you with its lights flashing. Uh-oh, says Bebo. This doesn't look good. The police car pulls you over. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Alright, now listen. I'm gonna assume that this police is like, it's not like he's recording his actions and sending it to like operators. It's not like they know what he's doing. So we wait for him to pull up, and then Bebo just goes like Bebo while riding shotgun blasts him with the shotgun.
Okay, let's try that.
Waits for him to walk up, then tells Bebo to blast him with the shotgun.
This game was delayed how many times for the rock, paper, scissors minigame to be a buggy mess? I don't know. Apparently they're going to come out with a patch soon.
Alright, there we go.
Aloysius Overseer waits for him to walk up and then tells Bebo to blast him with a shotgun. Then the police car explodes. As the officer approaches your window, you can see his face clearly. He's someone you went to high school with.
Interesting.
So there's so Aloysius. Maybe this is part of Aloysius's backstory. Maybe you can ask the officer about high school.
Maybe. Real quick though, I gotta think. Wonders what his name is. I gotta find out what his name is before I can, talk to him properly.
Oh, hi Sparks. Just playing Cyberpunk. Is this a new game? Yeah. We started up here. Like, on the main menu, there was like a whole bunch of different stuff, like fantasy, apocalypse, or I just hit like Cyberpunk. I didn't buy the DLCs. You met Joe yet?
Not yet,
Not
unfortunately.
yet. His name's Officer Teeth.
Officer Teeth. Okay.
Love Officer Teeth.
Let's see.
The officer stops walking and stares at you through the window for a few seconds. Gentlemen, he says, do you know why I pulled you over? Bebo says, because of your monthly arrest quotas? Officer Teeth looks down for a second, then looks you in the eyes. You know how fast you were going, he says. Aloysius, you were driving. Do you know why? Oh, bye. I'm gonna go watch Little Bill play World of Tanks. Well, you're lost, dude. This is the new hot game, Cyberpunk 2077. Happening right now.
Alright, listen. I'm about to Jedi mind game him. Yes, I was going under the speed limit. You will not arrest me.
I don't think it worked. Let me see your license and registration. It says. You hand him your license and he writes down some information. You know how fast you were going, sir? He says.
I think you should try and Jedi mind trick him. Maybe if you
Okay.
do it, it'll work. Maybe the Force isn't strong with me. It might be strong with you.
I don't think robots have the Force, but
What else? Maybe you're like a kind of like some kind of like there's human parts to you.
Hmm.
You're like General Grievous from the prequel movies.
try like a robot trick. Be back later. Okay. No problem, no problem. We'll try and keep you updated on the story.
Yeah, it's constantly just like expanding. It's insane.
Alright. Oh shit. I forget that I keep having that selected. I've done that so many goddamn times. Okay, good. It didn't impact the game. Officer Teeth returns to his car and begins writing something. Please step out of the car, he says. You get out and see a drop of blood on the curb next to you. Uh-oh. He's an evil cop.
I'm gonna add you real quick. Short and simple.
Oh, it's just overseer Dexon.
Let's see.
You run up to the officer and deck him. He falls to the ground, but Bebo runs up and grabs the gun from his holster.
Cool.
Hey, Jonah. I don't know how much you know about Cyberpunk, but we're playing it. Grabs the gun from his holster.
These action sequences are awesome.
Bebo says, should I kill you now or read you your rights first? You prefer cyber chasers with fairly odd parents. A police car pulls in behind Officer Teeth's car. You walk over to the squad car and open the door. Oh, damn.
What?
I just got really distracted by that. Sorry, I didn't mean to, like, I thought holding the control stick up would be, like, interacting with, my bad.
Oh, I think I've got a way to kind of ease this.
And if you don't have the computing power, you can get it on Stadia. I mean, I already bought the game here, so that and Stadia doesn't have GameCube controller support. Watching your stream at 1.5 speed, you're ahead. Well, don't tell me what happens.
Come on.
That's very cyberpunk of you.
All right. All right. So I curb stomp Officer Teeth to death and say that's what you get for being an ass in high school, and gets in the car with Bebo.
You open the door and grab the officer inside by the neck. Your hands go around his neck, your thumbs pressing into his throat and your fingers wrapped around his jaw. You squeeze, crushing his windpipe.
Hold on. You open the door and grab the officer.
Oh, apparently Ivan,
my
your
God.
character kisses Owen's character. Does he join the game?
Is he owns 60? No, 60 is Bebo's chick.
Yeah.
We
Who's
are
now
in like
dead.
we are in my old stomping grounds. So
That's
maybe,
true. Maybe your high school sweetheart.
maybe.
Yeah, Jesus is right. I guess Aloysius like took a lesson from Bebo. Maybe he's going to the dark side also.
This guy was a big ass in high school.
Oh, so this is a normal thing. Like anyone would do this.
Yeah, like I meet any of my the people that are on my hit list right now and from high school, like later in life, you know I'm opening up that door, putting my hands around their neck, pressing it against their throat, putting them around his jaw, squeezing and crushing his windpipe. Yeah, but it's your turn now.
Right. Okay. So I'm interacting with the other squad car.
I guess.
That was wrong grammatically. I'm just gonna read it better. Bebo shakes the squad car as if it was a Lego set on Christmas morning. You throw the dead officer onto the ground and head back to the car. Let's go, you say. Before they send more officers, you get in the car and drive off.
Now we're in a squad car now?
Oh, yeah, I think we stole their squad car. Or no, head back to the car. I think it's our original car. Maybe the squad car is chasing us? So maybe you can try and shake the squad car.
Alright, yeah. That's a good idea. Let's see. Because we have like their pistol. We also still have our assault rifles, you know, things that we were using earlier. I don't know what the best way to go about this is.
Saw me walking down the street with these glasses on. Intrigued. You'd be intrigued and want to know more about my backstory. What's your snap? What? What do you mean, Jonah? People can't see your glasses.
Alright, I'm working on mine, dude. There we go.
Aloysius' overseer shoots the tires off the pursuing cars, causing all of them to collide and crash into a nearby charity building, causing both the building and the cars to explode. Aloysius then says, "Merry Christmas." Well, I guess it's you get out of town as fast as you can, heading to the next place on your list. You drive all day after the fun Merry Christmas incident of 2077. You decide to find a place to sleep for the night.
So I was wondering, are we still in that dream sequence, or are we out of it?
No, I think we woke up and went and got our.
Okay. Yeah, no, I remember like there was a point where we might have woken up, but I wasn't sure whether or not that was what it was.
Oh, okay. So we were looking for Cybernet headquarters, right?
Yeah. So we should probably start heading there.
Okay. Bebo and Aloysius arrive at Cybernet HQ with a broken 60, hoping to repair her.
Alright. Finally moving forward.
You wake back up and get out of the car. You head into the Cybernet HQ building. There's a weird smell in the air. It smells like smoke and rubber. That's probably just our car. We filled it up, like we gave it a full gas tank like 5 times.
It's like it smells like gas. We were like drove through explosions.
I had to
fire.
drink the remaining gasoline.
Just to keep it from igniting from the fire that was raging within our car.
Gas is worth less than paper.
It is. People basically drink it. Alright, let's see. So now, you know what?
You're gonna watch Colin make a Slurpee machine? If it's anything like what you said before, you'll be back in 3 minutes.
I'm gonna try and repair a 60 with the help of Bebo.
I don't know what that means.
Baby.
Also, I don't think you get channel points to be used for Tomodachi Life auctions in his stream now, do you? Just saying. Kidding. You get inside the building. A short man wearing a lab coat holding a gun walks up to you.
Hey kid, what are you doing here?
He asks.
This is a private facility.
That's not evil, that's just how the channel point system works. You're rewarded for watching the stream. It's a wonderful system. Indentured servitude. To migrate yourself and your wife. Well, yeah. I mean, some might say the island's better off without you and your wife, so really it's, whose loss is it really?
Ethan, you gotta understand that living space, Lieberstrom, on this island is tight. You gotta pay big money for that.
It's only a, like, 10 million story apartment. I don't know what the maximum amount of characters you can have is.
Yeah, but you see, it's not necessarily about there's not a lack of demand, but there's not a lack of supply, but there's a lack of access to said supply, as well as a lot of competition for it.
Can you expand the apartment? Absolutely, yeah. Like, a million times over. I've seen Tomodachi Life games with, like, a whole, like, that sucker's huge the more you play. Like, I don't think they want you to delete your characters, so I think it's made... Oh, the cap was at the top? Well, it is, but they keep adding new floors. Like, Tiny Tower. God, that mobile game I play the most out of anyone. I love Tiny Tower.
I don't know what you're talking about. Is that the
What?
one where you, like, drop things, like, drop tower onto tower and make bigger tower?
No. It's like a little sort of business running game where you have a tower, like different floors that service different things, and you like customize it, make your own little businesses, and you check on the game regularly to yeah. Sparks knows. You like the reason you'd open it all the time was to like stock all your businesses with supply because it didn't do it automatically.
Yeah.
You were trying to remember the name of that yesterday? Wow. I'm happy I could help.
Alright.
Yeah, I might get it again too, but I remember early Tiny Tower is kind of boring. More fun the more floors you have. But I'd spend so long like customizing and coming up with funny names for my stuff. Oh, love that game. Anyway, where was I? Oh, the private facility.
Yeah, so we're gonna have to do something. So it's up to you to decide where we go from here right now. So we can try and talk it out with this guy. This guy does have a gun up to us. We could
What's something we
go-
haven't tried yet? Like what's we've punched people, we've shot people, we've talked it out. What's something new?
you could challenge him to an honorable one-on-one duel.
Gay sex. No.
Yeah, remember, dude, we're streaming it, dude. We can't have we have to turn all that stuff off, unfortunately.
Right, I had to disable nudity.
I wish, dude, if only.
Damn it, I keep doing that. There we go.
Oh
Okay,
my
we're trying
God.
that again. Oh wait, it redid your thing.
What?
It added onto your thing. I'm here to see
Ayo.
Dr. Kovas, you say. I have a broken synthetic for him to take a look at. Oh, I guess the robots are called synthetics.
I guess they're calling synthetics. Okay, that's a cool little term.
You were watching this clip of XQC when you were bored playing Cyberpunk and accidentally paying a guy for gay sex. XQC is so funny. He's like, I know it's not, but I wish he was just like a genius and that XQC was like a character. Like he's just the most dedicated person ever to his role. Like, okay, I'm gonna go on stream and I'm gonna be the biggest idiot possible in the funniest way.
Basically, me during apes.
Right.
That'll be funny.
Okay.
All right.
Oh wait, so I guess it's still my action.
Yeah, it's your action now. So we're here to see Dr. Kovas.
Is he Dr. Kovas?
No, he could be. Who knows?
Find
Yeah,
out.
that's a good place to start.
The man thinks for a second. Yes, he says, wait here. He goes back to his desk and makes a phone call. That's like a I'm calling the cops move, is what that is. Are you Dr. Kovas? I know we're in a really tight spot. We're being chased by the police. You think you can help us? Yeah, just give me 1 second. 911, hello. I'd like to report the location of the fugitives.
All right, let's see. All right. See, I'm thinking I want to try going back to the class. I want to try and go back to the classics and use my newspapers to my advantage.
Our starting items.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna put specific soundtrack. I don't know what to play though. See, this is way more aggressive than I wanted to.
Look up something like just like a lo-fi calming music to Cyberpunk 2.
I'm gonna look up exactly what you just said. Lo-fi. Oh, by the way, if the word spontaneous shows up, sub-gift, which I thought was gonna happen. Like, dude, imagine next week or something. We open up Steins Gate and the word spontaneous shows up. Damn.
That'll be embarrassing.
Cyberpunk 2. I like that Cyberpunk has now become every kind of like been a noun, verb, adjective. It's verb now.
I know.
Lo-fi hip hop radio, Cyberpunk City 2077. That's kind of what we want, right?
Oh no, we can see what it finds. We can see what it sounds like.
Space traveling lo-fi. Spiderpunk. I am playing Spiderpunk. Give me 1 second. Well, this is very Cyberpunk. I am playing Cyberpunk. 80s synthwave. Actually, that is way better. I'm really not a fan of like lo-fi hip hop.
Can you look up 80s synthwave to Cyberpunk 2?
Yes. Cyberpunk 2077 retro wave synthwave.
It came out 1 year ago.
All right. Oh shit, the bass on this one. I was just playing like Tim Follin, like cool NES Genesis soundtracks. Yo, bro, you should listen to my new lo-fi album, bro. It's so aesthetic, bro. I think you nailed the obnoxious sparks. Kind of quiet.
All right. There's some
There we go. All right. Oh, by the way, yeah, for those of you just tuning in, I did have to turn the graphics settings down a little bit. I apologize. I hope that doesn't ruin the experience for you guys. My laptop is it's not old necessarily, but it's a laptop.
Yeah, it's very iffy. It couldn't take Cyberpunk well.
Let's see.
What?
What? Yes.
What?
Oh, right. So I can just do a quick story recap. I know some of you guys have played Cyberpunk, but like we're doing the some different side quests that you may not have run into. basically our main characters rather. There's a multiplayer mod. I am Bebo, the jaded, cynical action hero robot who spits one-liners and blows up popsicle stands. And then there's Aloysius Overseer. He's sort of the more straight man of the group, but thanks to Bebo, he's sort of turning more violent as the story progresses. It's a very deep, emotional ride.
It is, especially right now, because we're in like Aloysius's like old kind of stomping grounds, like his hometown.
Oh yeah, Cyberpunk, by the way, if you didn't know, takes place in, what was it, like,
well, right now we're in like the greater Dearborn, Michigan area.
yeah, Dearborn, Michigan. So, there's that. Let's see. Right now we're taking, like, there was a NPC character in the beginning of the game. You probably see them if you played the game. Sixie, the robot. The Bebo just completely had no regard for Sixie's life and just blew up a building while they were inside it. So now Bebo actually feels bad for doing that, so he's taking them to a robo-doctor, or a roboctor. Dr. Robotnik. Your experience was totally different from mine. This game was crazy. Yeah, I
wild.
Yeah, I mean, there's 277, or sorry, I keep saying that. 2,077 overseers for us to take down. We've only taken down one so far.
Yeah, and like, we might have been able to take down more, but in order to do that, we've had to abandon Sixie, and right now Sixie is our only real way to find out where they are.
Yeah. You met Dumbledore? Damn, there's a Harry Potter crossover. That's awesome.
Sick.
Alright, you wait for the man to turn around. No, I keep doing that!
Waits for the man to turn around.
The man picks up the newspapers and turns around. You quickly wrap your arms around his throat and break it. He grasps and falls to the floor, dropping his gun.
Alright, well, I'm gonna takes the gun, then goes to find Dr. Kvass.
Yeah, that couldn't have been the real Dr. Kovas.
Yeah, no, there's no way he was telling the truth about that. He had to have been lying. He was trying to call security or something.
Yeah. Are you Dr. Kovas? Yeah, wait for a second. Hello, 911. You take the gun from the man's limp hand and looked around. You hear a door open on your right. Hello? A voice says, say. I don't know what those emotes are. I'm gonna assume they're Fortnite. Oh shit, in the song there was some like little big sirens. It's kind of cool. We're on the run from the law right now.
Yeah.
It might be a little loud.
Short, bald man.
There we go. He's got a lab coat. He's short and bald. That's more of a Dr. Kovas to me.
That is more of a Dr. Kvass to me.
Yes, I'm Dr. Kovas. Who are you? What are we?
What are we?
Your worst nightmare. Now fix Sixie. Damn it, I can't believe I didn't say the man who knows you for a fraud, that's who. Damn it.
Oh my god, dude. If only. Whew. That was even one of the possible responses right there. How could we not pick that one?
I don't know. Well, don't worry, we have that one on lockdown for later.
Yeah, we'll have another option to use it. Let's see.
You see Dr. Kovas' eyes widen in fear. Of course, right this way. Dr. Kovas walks to the back door and walks back to the door and opens it. So I guess all we have to do now is like enter the lab and fix robot.
Now listen here, Doc.
Doc. And what's up, Doc?
We really need you to fix up Sixie real good, or else
Bebo's gonna go full popsicle stand on your ass.
People over there is gonna go full popsicle stand on your ass.
Yep, that's just that. Verbatim.
Now listen here, Doc. We really need you to fix up 60, or else people over there is gonna go full popsicle stand on your ass.
Of course, now follow me, he says. You walk into the room behind him. It's a large room with many machines and construction robots. Damn it! Forgot about the plural. Bebo asks if there's anything the two can do to help fix 60. Yes, yes, Kova says. Oh, what? What is it?
Well, what then?
Yeah, what's up? Just playing the new Cyberpunk. Very, very epic. Oh, that's lore.
Oh, what's this?
60 is my most important experiment, so you two just stay out of the way, Kova
What?
says. The robots begin operating on 60. Interesting. Okay, so 60 was way more important than we gave her credit for.
Yeah, and Pubo just went and blew her up.
Like, he knew, too. He had that whole cool countdown sequence. Like,
If she were alive, she'd be dead in 3, 2,
2, 1.
And the building.
And then the building explodes. Okay.
That's awesome.
Let's ask about
Maybe-
60.
Yeah, I definitely want to find out more about that.
Oh, I forgot to capitalize.
Yeah, hopefully, Dr. Kavas will not get angry at you for that.
I said it out loud, so I doubt. Oh yes, he says. She's an AI almost identical to Glyco, except much more human-like. She's incredible. Who the hell is Glyco? This does feel like a obnoxious exposition sequence. They're really nailing this.
Who the hell is Glyco?
Save 15% or more on robot insurance. She was the AI I was working on the AI I was working on before I was forced to work for the city, yes?
Okay.
You say. Oh, the repairs are done, Kovis says suddenly.
What was the point of this AI? Like,
I think we're gonna have Bebo be a little more overwhelmed with emotion here.
that's right, Bebo. Oh my god.
What's the word?
Rejoices.
Like, runs over and, like, blank apologizes. Oh, profusely.
Oh my god, I never thought I'd see this side of Bebo.
Bebo runs over and profusely apologizes to 60. Well, let's see if the cutscene reflects that. Nope. You walk over to the operating table and see that 60's alive. About time, Bebo yells. Yes, she's alive, Kovis says. I have to go. Man. Bebo is so mean. What an
Stumps.
anti-hero.
Alright, I'm not letting this chance escape, dude. I gotta see what's up with Dr. Kavas. I can't let him just walk away right now.
Yeah, I think Dr. Kovis is... Oh, okay, well, we stopped him. Here, you can follow up and ask him.
Alright, I want to leave it, tell us everything. Right now, or else I'll sick this crazy ass robot on your ass.
And you know he's serious because he used that word ass twice in the same sentence. This crazy ass robot on your ass.
Yes, everything right now. I'll sick this crazy ass robot on your ass.
Yes. Very well, Kovis says.
Kovis says. It's like I say, try. Oh.
Oh. Whoa. Kovis explains that he created an intelligence in a device he calls the hamster cage. It contains a wire mesh tube with a small whirring fan at the bottom.
Let's see.
What does it do?
if you hit enter, I think it loads in, like it generates a bit more text.
Oh, really? Oh my
Oh.
god, okay. Small whirring fan at the bottom. He would put various animals inside and watch as they went crazy trying to keep up with the fan. Tell me more, Dr. Kovis.
Pray tell. This is insane.
Eventually, they would give up and step over the side of the tube. At that point, Kovis would remove the fan and... Okay, so he just experiment... Wait. So the hamster cage is like an animal torture device?
No, it's an intelligence. Create an intelligence in a device. It's a wire mesh tube. Okay, this is all cool, but why, Doctor?
Why, Doctor? Why are you torturing animals? How does that help with... Is that like how you simulate their pain?
But why, Doc?
But why, Doc? I was trying to create intelligence, of course. Kova says as if it's the most obvious thing in the world. How does torturing animals create artificial intelligence?
Damn, dude. I'm looking at the timer, dude. We're 2 hours in, and this story is wild.
Yeah, I don't know that I've spent this long on one AI dungeon story. I mean, Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk. It doesn't, obviously, Kovis says.
Then please.
Then
All
why
right.
did you tell us that?
Doc, listen. I will give you one more chance to explain what glyco is to us. I'm supposed to explain what glyco is to us. To give it to us straight. No bullcrap. No
Oh,
bullcrap.
bullcrap. Yes, Kovis says. It is so difficult.
Yes. Let me give that one an enter. to see
Okay,
that.
yeah. Good idea. If he goes into the... Oh, okay. Myco was my first attempt at creating an intelligence. It didn't work, obviously, or it would have escaped long ago. What do you mean it didn't work?
What do you mean it didn't work?
I'm hitting enter again.
It finishes with me asking something, but then it
It asks you to do something. We had a disagreement, so I trapped it. Kova says, what did it look like? Why is it doing this? Like, I'm just gonna keep hitting enter. What did it look like? Bebo asks. I wonder if anyone likes these characters enough to want them added to Tomodachi Life.
Dude,
It was
Bebo's a riot.
Yeah. About time. It was a ball about the size of my fist. The surface was red, orange, and yellow with black lines across it. Sounds pretty, Bebo says. Okay, now let's do something else. Let's
So this is like an intelligence that he created. What happened to this intelligence?
I've never asked Cyberpunk for lore before. I'm really curious about what's going on here.
I know.
Oh, I meant to hit this. Now I didn't select say. Lyco's still in the lab, of course, Kova says. I had to make a difficult decision, which is either to destroy it or use it as the foundation for my next experiment.
So are you saying that 6E is a result of your experimentation?
I mean, that's the only thing he's said so far. That's the one thing we know.
But what does that mean, Doc? Like that, it's just just Glyco is some kind of a super AI, maybe. I don't know.
I have two options, Kova said.
And
What were they? What were your options?
oh no, you already said this before, didn't he?
Yes. How's the AI doing? Repetitive is an option, but I don't want to say that because other than the repetition, it's been really great.
Yeah.
Go on. Even the game's fed up with it.
Go
Go
on.
on. The induction rod. Like, I don't even care about the induction rod. I chose the latter option. Oh my god. Okay, I give up on Kovis. Kovis sucks. I hate Kovis. Kill Kovis.
I've got an idea. I've got an idea right now.
Torture Kovis.
Kills Kovis and extracts his brain into his own to absorb his knowledge.
Can you do that?
Listen, we're kind of soft locked right now, so I had to do a combo you're not supposed to know about yet.
Oh.
Try and get us out of the soft lock.
You kill Kovis and remove his brain. You cut away the flesh, pop his skull open, and pull his brain out, throwing the rest of the body in this furnace for incineration.
Wait, I remove his brain and then what?
How do you remove his brain without opening his skull?
And then remove his brain again.
Do you have two brains?
Real quick, examines Kovis's memories. Insane combo.
What if it says the same thing? Like, that's all he knows. Oh, no. You look at Kovis's memories and see a giant glass tube with a small black ball bouncing around inside against the glass. Okay. I'm just gonna enter.
Right.
I want to see what else his memories have for us. Keep the scan going, baby. Hey, Jonah. Oh my god, it's just memories of what just happened. My most brilliant invention. It's a hamster ball.
That's it.
Okay, we're moving on.
Download information about Lyco
and succeed.
And then succeed. Then leave with Bebo and
succeed. It doesn't work like that. The universe does not work that way.
Okay.
Convergence happens at us not knowing. Why aren't you showing me this? You say. The hamster ball is the key to creating an intelligence greater than any in history, Kovis says. How?
I mean, I accidentally downloaded his consciousness over mine, so like we're two.
That's the worst possible fate, is to have Kovis in your brain.
How?
How is a hamster ball?
What?
Watch, Kovis says. I guess Kovis is fine. He survived that with his second brain. Kovis picks up the hamster ball and inspects it for a moment. Either that or the game gave us like a game over state for killing Kovis and it had to reset.
Kovis and removes his other brain.
No. Just let's give him another chance.
Alright, we'll give Kovis another chance.
It's like rock paper scissors again. Yeah, it's true. This cutscene's also broken. I'm hitting enter. I'm gonna hit enter. Kovis, bro, buddy. He then holds it against a large device with a large needle-like object coming out of the top. He makes a few adjustments before picking up the hamster ball and holding it over to the device, and then
it's saying
goodbye, hamster ball. He has to say his goodbyes before dropping the ball into the device. As soon as the hamster ball hits the needle, it pierces through the ball. And then... What are we supposed to get from this demonstration? For a moment, nothing happens. Then the ball explodes with a deafening bang, shattering the glass of the device and sending pieces of metal in every direction. It's almost a miracle that you survive. What was that for?
To what end, Doc?
To what end? To what end, Kovis?
To what end?
To what end, Kovis? To what end? You stand picking metal out of your hair. You destroyed the hamster ball, you yell. Of course I did, Kova says. Watch.
Wait, I want to.
I already did. Kobus takes a few pieces of metal and no!
Goodbye.
Kobus, don't do it again! This is gonna get us killed. He's the world's worst yeah. Yeah, and then what happens?
I wonder what happens next.
What's gonna happen? Oh, it explodes!
My latest creation.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he just created a weapon of
Yay!
mass destruction.
My latest creation can disintegrate anything, regardless of the size or mass.
Alright, I've got some turns. Kovas's creation
Wait,
into a gun that disintegrates anything, regardless
of mass or size.
of the size or mass, then takes it.
Yeah, I mean, I really would feel bad if Rhino from Bolt was dropped into a device and like it disintegrated and exploded. A goddamn supernova gun.
I really like what it said.
You pick up the metal that Kovas used in his demonstration, then turn to leave. What are you doing? We're not done here. Yes, we are. I want to play as Kovas. I want the Kovas spin-off.
I really like Kovas.
He wakes up every morning, has the exact same breakfast, oatmeal, apple cinnamon oatmeal with a little, with a little extra cinnamon in it. He does this, like, he performs the same experiments every day. His life is constant repetition. Oh my god.
I like that. What is like? It was just like it was describing the machine, but just throwing like random adjectives at it that meant nothing.
It was slightly different every time, but not enough to change anything. What is it, Kovas? What more could you possibly want from us? You walk up to Hovis and grab him by the collar. Do you feel that? You ask as a powerful, almost tangible energy fills the room. Feel what? Hovis asks. Mind if I...
You can go. Don't say it.
What?
I'm gonna say, like, don't say it.
Oh.
Do it.
Oh, right. I actually would have forgotten. Bebo slaps Kovas with his not meaty robot hand. Thank you. You slap Kovas across the face with your cold metal hand. His head whips from side to side with the force of the blow.
All right, real quick, I want to. So the room is being filled with an almost tangible energy. I want to examine the all.
Can we harness? Can we make a tension gun, where the more tension there is in a situation, the more powerful it is?
Harness the powerful, almost tangible energy that is filling the room. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Just to harness it.
You take a deep breath and begin to harness the powerful, almost tangible energy that is filling the room. You raise your hands and begin to feel the power course through your fingers. Okay, so now Bebo has a supernova gun, and you have, like conversational tension channeled into a beam. I think we've got our good items. Say what you will about Kovas, but he decks you out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's like we're like some of these skills that we have right now. Like, I don't think we're not supposed to have these till the end game.
Maybe no wonder this was buggy. Maybe we're not supposed to be here yet.
Yeah, maybe this even supposed to be part of the game.
This isn't Cyberpunk. Hey, you haven't been here for the last 2.5 hours. How do you know if this is or isn't Cyberpunk?
You don't even know what Cyberpunk is, dude.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is a state of mind.
Real quick, I want to
You want to test out your new conversational tension beam?
yeah.
Yeah. Fuck you, Kovas. Alright. If you're gonna stay here for a while, do you want to recap of the story so far? You raise your hand and begin to feel the power course through your fingers. You gently caress Kovas's face with an ethereal tendril of energy that seems visible to the human eye. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
I couldn't have written that if I wanted to. Gently caress Kovas's face with an ethereal tendril of energy. You're just taking a quick break before finishing your second essay? Damn. Putting in work. Good.
That was it.
This is some whack Akinator.
It is. No, it's Cyberpunk.
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 Cyberpunk. Okay.
Punky game that's set in the cyberspace.
Right. Man, we got punked by Kovas for like the last 20 minutes. All right, let's make our way towards this second.
Yeah, we are working towards the second overseer.
Second
now.
of 2077 overseers.
I've basically just got like a. I am like. What's his name? Oh my god. Unlimited power. That guy.
Oh, Palpatine. Unlimited power.
My unlimited power is sourced from just like situational tension, like just social tension.
Like you're a killer in Mexican standoffs.
And you have a ball that just makes things explode.
Like
your gun
the
makes,
super,
like, you point it,
the hamster supernova.
you just point at something and said something explodes.
Begrudgingly asks Kovas for the location of the next overseer. All right, Kovas. Or also, good night, Jonah.
Good night, Jonah.
Where is the next overseer? You ask. I don't know. Kovas says as the ethereal energy crushes his throat.
I want to use the ethereal energy to peer into his mind and extract the information.
Damn. Really getting a feel for your ethereal energy.
It is one of the more broken classes in the game. Like, you're not supposed to be able to access this to like level 80.
You peer into Kovas' mind and pluck out the information you need. As you continue to crush his throat, you begin to see just how much this is turning you on.
What?
I got it.
Oh. We've immediately noticed.
Thank you, Kovas. This will be most helpful. We must be going. Goodbye, Kovas. Like that's such like a thank you, Kovas. Goodbye, Kovas. Bye. Never talk to you again. See you later. We must be going. Goodbye. You begin to release your grip on Kovas' throat. Should we kill him on our way out or leave him alive?
I think you should, I've tested out my ethereal energy. You haven't tested out your gun yet.
Oh.
I almost like disintegrates him with gun.
You killed him once already? Yeah, but let's see if it works this time. You've returned?
Cool.
Alright, I don't know if you left during the whole Kovas scene, but we're still here. He won't shut up. So we're testing our new powers on him. Ivan can use conversational tension. He channels, like, room tension into a beam. And,
yeah,
like
tendrils and, like, a...
Kill her now! Kill her now! Don't be shy. Kill her now. Kill her now. Don't be... Kill her now.
I don't wanna.
Bibo, while leaving the room, tests the hamster supernova on Kovas.
The hamster supernova.
You release your grip on Kovas' throat. As you do so, you suddenly realize that the energy has given you a tremendous power high. You wondered what would happen if you... Like, hey, I don't have the power. The troll face emote? There is? Oh, I don't have better Twitch.tv, so sorry. You wonder what would happen. Okay. Tests. I'm just gonna make this really simple. Tests the hamster supernova. I'm gonna capitalize it so it knows it's a thing. It shows up on the stream? Oh. Okay. Vivo tests the hamster supernova. I'm just gonna hit enter. Hopefully it generates something else besides that.
Yeah, I think this is definitely not a place we're supposed to be right now. This place is kind of buggy.
Release the hamsters, you say. You've served your purpose. You fill Clovis's mind filled with terror and confusion.
I think that is the you me. Like, am I able to just well, the you in like the last sentence?
I think yeah.
I will just like read his mind.
The hamster ball rolls for the first time in years, and 100 little feet patter inside. What are you doing? Clovis screams as he tries to stop you. Activate the hamster weapon. Or activates, I should have said. You press the button on the hamster ball, and a strange noise fills the room. After a moment of silence, you begin to hear a pattering sound. It grows louder until... No, you can't enter. You can't do that. We'd like to do a little trolling. We'd like to talk to Clovis for 30 minutes.
We like talking to Clovis.
100 hamsters burst through the portholes on the hamster ball, flooding into the room.
Alright, I'm gonna do a quick, make sure the hamsters, crush Clovis to death in a way so that he will never
Come back.
ever come back.
I love our cast of characters.
All the while, he, Bebo, and Sixie escape. Our cast of characters are awesome. Like, they're really well done.
Yeah. Like, I'm so surprised. Like, I could watch like a TV show and not remember, but with this, you stare in horror as the hamsters flood the room. Clovis screams and you rush towards the exit. You grab Bebo as Sixie grabs your hand and you begin to run. Okay, so we chase after, or we go for Bebo and the gang.
Yeah, so Bebo and the gang. We'll see if it picks up on that.
Yeah, look for clues as to the whereabouts of the next overseer.
Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have
that.
I have his overseer.
Overcern. You rush into the hallway with Bebo and slam the door behind you. You look around. Oh, we don't have a 60 person.
So what's the plan?
Perfect. 60 asks.
I can go real quick. Checks his downloaded memories for. Cause remember
Okay, Brandon. As a callback to the first AI Dungeon stream, even though we're not playing AI Dungeon, first and only AI Dungeon stream. I'll try to force a hot dog down someone's throat, only if it's hilarious and ironic, and I can say a cool badass line about it. Aloysius Overseer checks his downloaded memories from the location of the second Overseer. You plug your finger into your ear and begin searching through the various apps in your mind for the Overseer's information. And do we find any? Oh, so I hope I have more hamster supernova bombs. Buckingham Palace. Okay. And begin searching for the various... Okay. Begin looking for his location. You have it here. It seems the second Overseer is located somewhere in Buckingham Palace.
From Dearborn, Michigan to Buckingham Palace. My god, this game is like...
Can we take the train? It's the Queen.
I'm just gonna do a quick... takes the train with... let's say Aloysius and gang...
And company, I guess.
And yeah, we'll try and company. And company take the train to Buckingham Palace?
Still alive in 2077? I guess so. We take the train. You take the train to Buckingham Palace. It's a very long ride. 30 minutes later, you arrive at the palace. It's very beautiful, though you're more focused on finding the next overseer at the moment. Okay,
Alright,
we don't want to just assume it's the queen and kill the queen.
Should okay, hold on. I have information on the queen, so try and like do a safe thing and ask Aloysius like who the next overseer is, because he has information on him.
Long ride, 30 minutes. I know, it's so funny.
Alright.
Like, I guess 30 minutes is like unheard of in the future.
Very long ride. 30 minutes.
Bebos, damn it!
Ass.
Better safe than sorry, killed the queen. Do you think the queen is the next overseer? Bebo asks.
No, no. If she was, we'd be getting closer to them by now.
I didn't read it, Steven. Sorry.
I'm gonna hit enter to see if he, because he put a comma there. Maybe he'll say something else.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I like her, and he did.
Oh, there we go. Something.
A sudden bright flash appears in the sky above you.
What the?
What the?
You stare in awe at the bright light, which blinds you, but not before you see a shape of a figure falling from the sky. The figure hits the ground with a thud.
I thought I was gonna be able to catch it, and
Yeah.
it's a different wacky chain of events. I don't know, dude. Like, dude, you haven't even been here for all the characterization we've been seeing among these characters. Like, it's insane.
Yeah, oh my god, there's so much going on, you have no idea. Bebo sarcastically apologizes for not catching the figure. I'm sorry I couldn't catch you, Bebo says. You stare in awe at the unconscious body in front of you. It seems to be a woman wearing a strange outfit and helmet. Wait one second. We might have had the same idea. I guess the helmet didn't do you any good. Ha 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 ha. You take off the helmet to reveal long red hair. You're a little shocked at the strange turn of events. The woman is breathing heavily. Is this the overseer, or is this someone... Is this a helpful person?
See, so Cross references his information on the overseer with the face of the person before him to find out.
I love how wordy your things are. Like, I always wonder, like, if the game is gonna go anywhere near your sentence at all. Like, what the hell is it gonna do with this? I don't know if Cyberpunk is that Cyberpunk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. You look at the digital papers on your phone. You notice the face of the person on your phone looks very similar to the person in front of you.
All right, real quick.
What?
I don't know what happens if I just say, just do that. Just, is she the overseer?
Oh shit. You stare in awe at the woman in front of you. She seems to be very strong. From what you can see of her muscular arms, you're a little scared. Kill, do it.
Is she the overseer?
I don't want to, like...
Doesn't...
Kill her now.
Kill her now. Oh, I can, I could, I say ask 60 maybe. She might know something. Because 60 seems to have information on that. She had information on the first overseer. If not, I can try and read the person's brain.
You can feel the tension in the room. Bad vibe cannon. Fine, at least kill the queen. No, we're not leaving this palace without killing the queen.
Yeah, not at all.
Is she the overseer? Bebo asks. You shrug.
I don't see why not.
You say. You stare in awe at the woman in front of you.
That was 60, yeah. I don't see why not.
Oh. Gotcha.
You stare in awe at the woman in front of you. You stare in awe. I like that phrase right now.
Yeah. Don't be
Okay,
shy.
well-
Do it. Do it. Don't do it. Don't be shy. Do it. Okay. Maybe see if you can checkmate the white or the king while you're here. Maybe. I was just gonna put consults the group to see if we should kill her.
I'm gonna do a quick who are you first.
I think she's
Hopefully-
unconscious.
Maybe she'll wake up.
It does like that phrase. The woman says something, but you don't understand her.
Why not?
Evo asks the question again.
Who are you?
Wait a minute.
Who are
She
you?
speaks oh wait. I guess that's 60?
She speaks another language.
What language does she speak?
I have no idea. Maybe I can try and
Translate.
read her.
At least we can... Wait, hold on, I got it. I'm gonna see if I can download translation software.
Download translation software.
Oh shit, downloads. Oh, phone. I'm not using my robo brain. I keep using my smartphone.
Listen, dude, smartphones are still a thing in the future. So.
And I guess they're more complicated than Me Robot. You quickly download a translation software app from your phone. You open the app and put your phone near their face. The software begins to download a translation of her words. I guess now we read it, right?
And maybe it'll
I love that enter is the and key. Like, the words are translated into French. French? French?
Why is it asking?
Do you speak English? Why is it set to French? The woman nods her head.
Boy.
He says.
What? So the answer she speaks English and she what?
Hold on, maybe I'll try and take French chick. I have the perfect voice.
Yeah, you can go ahead and take French chick.
Okay, maybe you can like ask her again since now we have the translation thing. Maybe
Right
we've
now.
unlocked.
But
France and England's rivalry rising again. I guess so.
it's key. Who's that key?
What does that mean? Oh,
Who are you?
you ask who she is. Wow, that's impressive. But the overseer doesn't seem to understand you. After asking again, the overseer says, "You speak French?
Hold on.
We all speak French here in England."
Yes.
I'm in England and I speak French in German accent. What is wrong? Yes, you say. The overseer seems very surprised. She asks another question in French, but you can't understand her, so you pretend that you do by nodding your head.
I mean, the game is calling her the overseer right now.
That's true, but let's ask. You know, maybe if we have an overseer on our side. Could
Ooh,
be
that could
this-
be.
Yeah. She'll be the last. What? Aren't you an overseer too? You're Aloysius overseer.
I'm Aloysius overseer, but I'm Overlord Aloysius. I'm an overlord,
Right.
not overseer.
But Overlord is Mister in this. We've established that. This
I'm
is
not-
so obnoxiously complicated.
Since you are a
I don't know what that
Oh.
means.
overseer, do you know if I am one as well? Maybe maybe
This is an
maybe
amnesia
I would-
plotline.
have like some kind of amnesia. Yeah.
I think as well's. Whatever. The The overseer asks you a different question in French. Do you know if I am the overseer? You pretend that you understand and start to nod your head. She seems very excited by this news. Okay, so you two are both nutcases, and
Listen. Listen. Am I an overseer? I'm gonna press this question again. I need to know.
I didn't wait.
Why did she come falling from the sky?
Oh. The overseer looks very depressed when she learns that you don't actually know who the overseers are. She says something in French. So did we kill that guy in the office for nothing? What's our goal? What's our quest here?
Wow.
None. A tear starts to form in the overseer's eye. How do we, like, teach your English really fast?
Installs English.
We still don't know who shot Bebo.
We still don't know who shot Bebo back.
Maybe that's the real enemy.
That could be the real final boss, yeah. I really do want to know who shot Bebo, because that was insane.
Yeah. There's,
You could use Robo Brain to install English language into her head.
yeah.
Quickly teaches her basics. Listen, we'll go over the basics real quick.
Yeah, just overview. Quickly teaches her basic English and asks about the true nature of the overseer. Please. Like I'm so ready to like take the Don't cry, Bebo says. I'll teach you English and then you can tell us everything you know about the overseers. Cool.
And
like I don't know, maybe the overseer, yeah, I don't know. What? Oh, you use the phone's translator app to begin teaching the overseer English. It takes a few hours, but by the end of it, she seems to understand most things you say. The overseers, yes. And the overseer says, they are security, yes? They watch us to make sure we are happy. They're lying to you! You scream.
like, what?
They're brainwashing you. You say, you're living a lie. The overseers aren't here to protect us. They're here to control us.
Dude, the plot's getting thick. Maybe when it says shoots her, thought that you're like shooting her with knowledge.
You pull out your gun and shoot her in the kneecap. She screams in pain. Stop it! Stop it! She whispers, "They're here."
Cool here.
Yeah. Yeah, you can cut in and ask. I'm busy shooting. I'm shooting first. You can ask questions later. Wrong here.
Cool here.
Oh.
I'm gonna do a quick go back. No. Let real.
Yeah. Yeah, just who will hear.
Who will hear?
She looks like she's about to say something, but then stops, glances around nervously, looking at the trees around you and over your shoulder. They're listening, she says. Always listening. Oh, wait. I don't think she's a bad guy. Well, okay, okay.
What if the overseers aren't the top? The overseers are still a member of the part of the those who are taken advantage of.
Like, That's her face from. Oh, what's her face? Oh. Always watching, Wazowski. Always watching.
Completely.
What? You pull out your gun and shoot her in the other kneecap. Please, she says. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said anything, but if you take me back to the city, they'll kill us both. Damn, okay, I feel bad now. Can we stop the Bebo murder?
Listen, Bebo, calm down.
Why do you say that? That never works.
Stop crying, woman.
We don't know her name. She's just.
What is your name?
She's
Yeah,
just
that's
French German lady. Aish Wallenstein.
Aish Wallenstein.
My name is Zoe. Zoe.
Zoe.
I don't know. And I won't let them kill you. Just don't hurt me anymore, okay? Please, I want to live. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Wait, mind if I...
I can do it.
You're gonna love this. I need that E. He's the only doctor we know. Like he knows the secret to eternal life.
Oh, I said he would be crushed by hamsters in a way that he will never ever return.
What? So your jacket and help her down the mountain.
Hey, there's still someone we gotta meet while we're here.
Who?
The Queen. We can't leave.
Okay, wait. We need to test Zoe's loyalty. We need to ask her to kill the Queen. Like, let's like quickly patch her up. Let's see if we can get the game to quickly patch her up, and then we test her loyalty by getting her to shoot the Queen.
Well, I'll have to head the whole 30 minutes back, and 30 minutes back again. Like, dude, we're have to waste an hour on Zoe, so she better be ready to make it up to us.
Yeah, like, dude, it took so long to figure out where she was.
I know.
And even still, like, it wouldn't have worked if she hadn't conveniently fallen from the sky. You're not sure how to feel about her. On one hand, it was a smart move to keep her alive. On the other hand, you're, well, attracted to her. Does Bebo know how to love? Is Bebo learning to love? I told you that's what the story was about.
Is it talking about Bebo, or is it talking about Aloysius?
I don't know. That's what I love about AI Dungeon, is that I can never goddamn tell.
Cyberpunk. Truly a wonderful game.
That was the first time I genuinely slipped. Okay, so obviously I need to see if this is about Bebo or Aloysius.
We could give it another and.
Well, hold on. Let's like.
Check my Aloysius Overseer gives Zoe a rating of 1 to 10.
There we go. Bebo quickly heals Zoe with a level 3 magic skill and asks her if she's okay.
Well, that's a pretty high level skill.
I was kidding. You heal Zoe's wounds with your Zoe's wounds with your magic. You feel tired afterwards, and you remember that you hadn't eaten anything. Oh my god, we were joking about the hunger meter. Zoe's nose is bleeding as a result of the pain. She looks very scared.
All right.
There is a hunger system. Yeah, that's insane.
I'm gonna pull a quick. Like hyper level combo. On.
Wait, let me help.
Okay. No, I said it. No.
Boards the orc ship. What? You help her board the ship. It takes a while, but eventually she manages to climb aboard. Who are you? She asks.
Names.
I got it.
You're right.
The ones who know you for a fraud. That's who. Now tell us your name first.
Is it Zoe talking?
Oh wait, now I forgot her name was Zoe. No, I swear that's my name. Zoe says, I don't know anything else. The game
All right.
handled that more rationally than me. The game remembered something way better than I did. Heads back to Buckingham Palace. Wait, did you just edit
What?
that?
Did I edit that?
Yeah, did you have story mode on?
Oh, I had the story mode on.
Heads back to... okay, cool. That would have helped us out of binds earlier.
That would have. Okay, so story just throws that in
Like,
there.
fixes it. Keeping Zoe and continuing the plan. She could be lying. Ooh, intrigue.
Oh.
We need to test her loyalty.
All right, want to give her the ultimatum of
Yeah.
Now listen, just give her the whole, like, lay it all out before her, no matter how long it has to be.
So,
It's like, listen,
if you don't, like, we can't trust you. We cannot trust you yet.
explain to her our plan to that we're trying to kill all the overseers, and that if she wants, she can join our party. But in order to do that, she's gonna have to gain her trust, and to gain our trust, she's gonna have to kill the queen.
Are you willing to help us take down the remaining 200 or 2,075, right?
Yeah, minus her and minus
Bob.
Bob.
Bob. No, it wasn't Bob Teeth. It was Bob. Bob Overseer? Or Aztec or something?
I'll look real quick. Let's see. Ataz. Bob Ataz.
Bob Etaz. So wait, we cannot trust you yet. Are you willing to help us take down the remaining 2,075 overseers? I'll just ask that for now, and then we'll test her loyalty. We need to know if she's willing.
Yeah.
We don't even get past this stage. Yes. Good. We have a plan, but we need... No, we don't. We need your help. I'll do anything. Yes, perfect. She says eagerly. I can't go back to the city or the overseers. Oh, maybe she was already, like, rejected by them. That's why she was, like, escape potted into the Buckingham Palace.
Alright. In order to earn our trust, we are going to need you to kill
The
the
Queen of England.
of England.
I love this story.
This seems amazing.
I can see why everyone's raving about Cyberpunk. It's truly a masterpiece. Aloysius Overseer says,
In order to earn our trust, we are going to need you to kill the Queen of England at Buckingham Palace. You have 3 days.
she says, I can't.
You want to get out of here, or not?
Fine, Zoe says. I wish I could, like, play as Zoe. I guess I kind of can with the story function, but...
Mm-hmm.
Nah, we need to, like, this is an NPC. We need to wrangle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Good luck.
Bibo asks Zoe how she's going to kill the queen, and she gets bonus for style points. I don't know, Zoe says. I don't have a weapon or magic powers or anything.
You've created a precedent that magic exists now.
I was whoops.
I really like that Cyberpunk really tailors itself to your own, like, to your experience.
Right.
I don't have
Like, I just whipped out healing magic as a joke, and it's like in the universe now.
a real warrior can make a weapon out
of
of
simply the tension in a room.
You are going to need to prove to us that you are capable and trustworthy. Do it.
Now.
Now.
He's only a part-time warrior. But how? Zoe says. enter. Follow up, please. Oh wait, no, that actually makes sense. Never mind. Didn't have to do that. Never mind. I'm so happy I did that. You've grown in frustration. You're starting to regret saving her.
I just told you.
Just figure it out. Just that's all we really need to say is just figure it out.
Figure it out.
We're being mean to Zoe. Poor Zoe. Okay, she says. Give me a few minutes alone, please. Oh, right, we're on a... What, would you say, like, goblin ship?
I said board the orc ship.
You nod and walk outside. You sit down on the steps of the ship's deck. Oh, okay, so you with Zoe now? God, it's really bad with that.
Wait, what? Is you Zoe?
Are we Zoe?
I'm gonna give it a quick enter. And
there must be something she could use. Maybe if she combined two harmless things together, they could become a weapon? You go back inside. What about those brass knuckles? How is that combining two things? What, brass and knuckles? Okay, yeah, sure. Oh, you have to go again? That's fine. How'd I misspell approve?
Approve.
Oh, I meant back. Shit. Whatever, we're packing her back now. Packing her... pat her pack. I think I could do something with these, she says. Where's the bathroom? You point her to the bathroom, then step outside again.
I'm gonna do a quick, hurry up.
Yell, hurry up.
We need the queen dead yesterday.
You said she had 3 days. You wait outside for her to come back. You have no idea what she's planning, but she'd better hurry up. After 10 minutes, you go back inside.
And
I was
on
gonna...
it.
Wait, what is the word for...
Hmm.
Oh. Bebo naggingly asks if Zoe has killed the queen yet.
Please say yes.
Not yet, she says. I was waiting for you to leave. Is it like a private thing? You roll your eyes and go back outside. You sit down on the steps waiting for her to work.
On real quick,
Do it now. Kill her now.
walks back into the room and demands she is done killing the queen. The queen by 10 seconds from now.
You have 10 seconds to kill the queen. 10,
Or
9.
Or else she will kill the queen.
What?
I'm gonna demand she kills the queen in 10 seconds or else she kills the queen.
What a stupid ultimatum.
It's like, listen. You will give me $10,
Or else you're gonna give me $10.
you'll give me $20.
Oh. Aloysius Overseer walks back into the room and demands that she's done killing the queen by 10 seconds from now, or else she would kill the queen. You hear shouting coming from inside the room. You don't know what to do. Run inside? Is she in the bathroom?
Aloysius and Bebo run inside the room. You 30 seconds from now, we hit the 3-hour mark of Cyberpunk.
Zoe stands there. Her hand is bleeding. She's carved something into the wall, but you can't tell what it is with all the blood. What do you think it says?
What?
You ask nervously. Oh, whoops, that was you. I don't know, Bebo says. It doesn't matter. Let's get out of here. You and Bebo run out of the room. So
We're
is she
playing,
like...
What's going on?
What is going on? Okay. That's it. We're just asking her. They want me to kill the queen, Zoe says, and they'll never forgive me if I don't. Did you carve something into the wall? Bebo asks, suddenly concerned, and... Yeah? Zoe says, or yeah, Zoe says, if I don't, they'll never forgive me. And if I do, they'll never forgive me. You know what you have to do, Zoe.
And
I
like
guess
that, like,
you understand what's going on. Good. You comprehend.
Zoe, can you
asked?
break the windshield?
Yeah, she says uncertainly. You say,
What?
what?
This is the only chance you're going to get. I will distract them. You can run for it. You can escape.
No. No. 9. Okay.
Demands?
I hit enter. Sorry.
Okay. What?
I'd never be able to forgive myself if I said you die here. Where okay, I want to know where this story is going. This is
What
like,
is it?
what is happening anymore?
No, they seem like I'll distract them. Distract who?
We can do this together. Okay, good. It's getting back on track.
Thank you.
You said.
But we're all getting out of here through the window, then run to the opening ceremony.
What are you going to do? We're gonna kill the queen together.
Does it want us to hit enter again because there's not a close quote there? Hold on. I want to see if it continue like. No, so there's just no close quote there. Okay.
I'm going to distract them. It's the only thing I can do. Okay. We're
All
going
right,
to kill the queen together. All
Aloe,
ceremoniously kill the queen together. Oh shit. That's not what I meant.
we'll find out.
Oh. What? You picked the lock on the cage door and...
Lab. No, not the lab.
We're back here.
Hold on.
No.
So, Aloysius. I'm gonna spell it out real quick. Bebo. 6E. And
Zoe all go to Buckingham Palace to kill the Queen of England. Just spell it out for him. No more memes. No more subtlety.
kill the
Queen of England.
in a way so that she will
just-
never return.
No, you don't even have to, like, just make it as goddamn simple as possible. Go to Queen, kill the Queen. Yes, perfect.
Go.
Go, do it, please. You three go through the window and distract them as much as you can. You say, I'll cover you. What are you going to do? Asks Zoe.
Kill the queen.
What we should have done 20 minutes ago. Alright. For the love of God, Cyberpunk, just let us kill the queen. She's very high level. You have to do a lot of advanced maneuvers.
I know, it's insane. Like not even like the top tier, like best maneuver in the game, board the orc ship worked.
Board the orc ship. I feel like that phrase would just ruin any like story. Like if you're like, Stanley shows up to work late today. Like he goes to check on he goes to check his boss's office to see if he can find any sign of his coworkers. Stanley boards the orc ship. Like that ruins the whole thing.
I was doing a fan. I was playing like so you know how CD Projekt Red also made The Witcher like a fantasy game.
Yeah.
I was playing Witcher in like these same settings at one point, and like so it was just like fantasy one, like just playing a normal fantasy adventure, and I'm a wizard doing stuff, and then I just said fly to Seattle. And, just out of nowhere, it turned into like L.A. Noir.
That's awesome. Bebo says, but we should. Nope, that's not Bebo. What we should have done 20 minutes ago, and give Zoe the hand. Okay, what does the game want? You reach into your pocket, pulling out the hamster grenade. You pull the pin and hand it to Bebo. He holds it for a moment, looking in awe. Bebo hands the grenade
The queen.
to. No, we want Zoe to do it. Zoe needs to kill the queen to prove her trust and loyalty.
Hands the grenade to Zoe, and Zoe hands the grenade to the queen.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Um. Debo hands the grenade to Zoe, who hands the grenade to the queen, who hands the grenade to Aloysius, who hands the grenade to... Wait a minute, I think it ends at Zoe. Oh, it just ignored it. This is for the best, you say. Trust me. Debo hands the hamster grenade to Zoe.
Zoe hands the hamster grenade to the
queen. I'll make it real simple. Zoe, who hands the hamster grenade, or yeah, to the queen. The queen fucking dies. The queen explodes in a fiery blaze of glory.
In a waste that she will never ever
return. Please. Please. No, no. He came back. Please just kill her.
It's the professor.
Orders. Zoe to kill the goddamn queen. You go order Zoe to kill the Queen of England. Zoe, just do it. Pull the trigger. I will be so happy. Please. Yes. Yes. Now you say, we must kill the Queen of England. You pull a gun from inside your trench coat and point it at the queen, who stands there with her mouth agape.
And
pull the trigger, Zoe.
I'm gonna do a quick so Aloysius.
Yeah, just pull the trigger, Zoe. Just all we need.
Says to Zoe. Says to Zoe.
Pull the trigger. Zoe, you were so difficult. I really am regretting keeping you alive. Please just do it, Zoe. Yes! Oh my god, no way.
I know you.
Zoe raises the gun, pointing it at the queen's head. You! The queen says, I know you!
Trigger.
Pull the goddamn trigger. Yes! Did they reuse Blaze of Glory? Zoe pulls the trigger as the gun goes off in a blaze of glory. The queen falls back into the chair, her face frozen in a mask of shock. Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn it.
Vivo says orders Zoe to finish the job.
Again. Oh shit. That's robo speak. The command. Again. Have you done here?
Now she's
Again. Ew. We did it. We killed the Queen of England. Swear to God, if you say again.
Why is it
Taking so long to load. Now we can kill Zoe? No! She's finally proven her loyalty.
I don't know why it started loading when I was in the middle of typing. Oh, let's see. Now Zoe. Dispose of the body.
We're killing her last. We need to get to the other 2060 something. 66? 65?
No one will ever find it, and so that she will never, ever return.
Never. Board the orc ship.
Like, now, so dispose of the body in ways that no one will ever find it, so that she will never, ever return. Pleasure doing business with you.
You say, handing Zoe a hacksaw. Zoe nods. She slips off the queen's ring and begins sawing off her hand.
I'm gonna do a quick. Hold on. I'm gonna do a quick. Hold
Oh, dance party.
on.
Dance party. You walk back to the car with the others as Bebo turns on the radio. Wait, you stutter. What are you doing?
Hold on, real quick, before they leave, I want to observe.
I forgot you can do that. Oh shit, you hop back in the car. Is it as you feel like... Well, that's because we've hopped in the car 5 million times. Like deja vu. Zoe hands you the queen's ring and you slip it on. We're getting married! Oh.
I'll do a quick and just to see if it goes there with this.
You chant briefly in Latin, and the answers come flooding back. You knew everything the queen knew about... What? Wait,
I'm the new queen!
you say excitedly. The others quickly gather around you. Attend... Oh, wait, you... and... 60...
Don't say it.
The professor... Wait, no, 60 the professor and...
It's the professor.
Professor, or Dr. God, what?
Dr. Kavas?
Yeah, Dr. Kavas. He just joined us for this. It said the professor in one of the dialogue boxes.
The professor just came out of nowhere.
Oh yeah, the other robot chick was 60. And 60... Wait, you, comma, 60, Dr. Kavas, and Zoe all attend Aloysius's
coronation.
Hello. Wait, how do I... Okay, this is coronation ceremony, and take a brief break from hunting down remaining 2065. 65, 66.
75.
Oh, 75. Was the queen one? I guess the queen was one.
Well, nah, because Zoe's one, and we've killed one, so that's 2 gone. Like,
So now, oh, right. So it starts at 2077. Down
Killed
one.
Bob, down one, and
Yeah.
not counting Zoe, down one more.
I'm just gonna make the queen one of them. Choose 2074.
Okay.
Okay. 60, Dr. Kovis and Zoe all attend Aloysius' coronation ceremony and take a brief break from hunting down the remaining 2074 overseers. God fucking damn it, of course. You all hop in the car, begin driving. 20 minutes later, you arrive at Westminster. Inside the halls of Parliament, the Prime Minister is carrying out the last-minute preparations for the ceremony. Who are you? The man who knows you for a fraud, that's who. It's your turn. The new queen, bitch. Your new ruler. Aloysius Overseer reinstates the monarchy within Britain, thus recreating the British Empire within his leader.
I'm the queen.
You say.
Mind if I use your throne room for a bit?
The Prime Minister nods and you all head down the hall.
Look, I'm gonna do a quick
And?
searches Google to see how powerful Britain is
now.
in 2077.
Everyone uses Bing in the future, though. Learn that climate change is rapid. Oh. Thanks, Al Gore.
Thank you, Al Gore. That doesn't help.
Who cares? How powerful is the Queen? We need to use our new power as the leaders of Britain to wipe out. You learn that Britain is one of the only countries to avoid being conquered by any sort of foreign force. You're not sure if Britain is the most powerful.
I'm the most powerful.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna do a real quick
Are you sure? You learn that Britain's government is a constitutional monarchy ruled by Queen Elizabeth.
So I'm gonna do a quick
I'm the Queen, you say. The Prime Minister leads the group into a large hall with a throne at the end.
consolidates power.
You take a seat on the throne, taking in the moment. You're the ruler of the largest empire in the world. The guards stand at attention, awaiting your command.
I'm gonna do another one real quick.
No, my beautiful story.
What?
I'm just gonna... No. There we go.
Okay.
I think that is a beautiful poetic ending. We've come so far. Look at all this. Like, this is a goddamn, like, Avengers Marvel movie length thing that we did here.
Oh my god.
This is a wonderful story.
It is.
Story of once ruled past tense. Well, no, that's like one of the bookend sort of ways. I don't know.
Oh, either way, like the most recent thing says that I'm now the ruler of the largest empire in the world. Like, just consolidates power.
I mean, you earned that. You didn't earn the world conquering. You did earn the Queen of England spot by murdering her.
I don't understand how it absorbs your memories. Put on the queen. I understand. The Queen of England.
Some of my favorite moments is the... Hey, Bebo, where's Sixie? If she was there, she would be dead in 3, 2, 1. And then the building explodes.
That was really surprising.
We never found out about Ganon.
No, that's right.
Ganon, the guy that tried to kill Bebo?
That could be it. I really like the again.
Again. It was so
Dance part.
cathartic.
Dance party, and then absorbs the queen's memories before they leave. You hop in the car as you feel like you've done this before, like deja vu. Zoe hands you the queen's ring. You slip it on. You chant briefly in Latin. The answers come flooding back. You know everything the queen knew about. I'm the new queen, you say excitedly. The others quickly gather around you.
I like just like going through this from the top, right? Quick recap. See. So we went to the robot factory. We learned about the overseers, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did learn that they were more evil bastards than we thought. Because the 60 says like their goals are noble. They want to free humanity from the need to work.
Yeah.
But then it was like they're watching us. They're watching everything. I didn't even like pick up on the fact that that was a huge twist.
Oh yeah. Well, and we saw like the torture room.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, here it is. Torture room. We're here to see Overlord Etaz. I love this because Overlord Etaz is just a total weenie. Like the you get up and storm into the office. Inside, a short, skinny human is shuffling papers. He looks up from his desk. I'm Bob, and you are? I'm the overseer. I want to speak to your overseer. I'm the overseer. You? Like Bebo's oh my god, his first badass line. You can't fire me. I quit.
So is Bebo. So Bebo's like an ex scrapyard worker. Like
I
one of the old-
guess. I mean, that's what happens when you have a robot that literally cannot feel positive emotion.
Same
You
thing
become
with
some jaded son of a bitch.
yeah. And us just open firing on guards.
And then, like, feeling bad. Yeah. Bebo says deep and vague quotes about violence and revenge. Why did we do this? Or, why did we do this? It was necessary. Right, there was the whole forgetting the keys. That was the key arc.
And there was, they left the keys on the roof. Oh, we got the part where he dies.
Yeah. As you step out into the hall of bullet, I think this might be Ganon. I think Ganon's the true villain. That's my current working theory.
Bullet shatters.
People response next to Aloysius after a loading screen.
I really liked that. It's just he died instantly. I was thinking, oh my god, what happened to Bebo? It was a respawn.
I didn't want Bebo. Like, I couldn't have it end there.
Yeah, no.
Bebo takes 3 points of damage. I am tired of your lies and games.
I liked when Bebo kind of lost it for a bit. I just had to like beast. What did I say?
What? Oh.
To Bebo to calm him down.
We're like brothers, and together we can take down the overseers. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm just a little on edge. Metal detector car keys. I must have dropped my keys when I very epically kicked the table at those losers. They won't be in Cyberpunk 2078. Oh, never mind. I guess that was his first cool line. But I love the. Oh no, never mind. It was the kicking him out the window thing.
Yeah, I like the.
Where's that? It's in Dearborn, Michigan.
The old Dearborn, Michigan.
This was we got in the gas station hotel time loop for a little while.
Yeah, like this is the driving time loop until we finally made it to the goddamn old Cybernet headquarters.
Yeah, $4 gas.
Oh, the officer teeth. That's right.
Officer
well, like,
teeth.
It was like a brutal description of me crushing his windpipe.
Yeah, poor Officer Teeth. I really liked him. I thought he was a cute, like, cartoon character, and you just, like, murdered him, crushes his windpipe. You wrap your fingers around his jaw.
Like,
That's how Jaden describes killing somebody. Oh my god, Dr. Kovis.
Dr. Kovas, dude. Oh my god. I love him. He's so good.
Oh. Yeah. Who are you? Your worst nightmare, now fix 60. Oh wait, God. Control F. Popsicle. Let's blow this popsicle stand, and then a popsicle stand explodes. But while Bilbo is drinking the gas, a popsicle stand explodes nearby for no reason.
Time to go. My God, dude.
Oh right, so the whole glyco thing. The glyco is, I guess, the name of the hamster ball experiment that we just ended up calling the hamster grenade.
Yeah, it's like we turned it into the like hamster gun thing. I really like this stupid little hamster.
But why, Doc? I was trying to create intelligence, of course, Kovas says, as if it's the most obvious thing in the world.
Torturing animals, great artificial intelligence.
It doesn't, obviously.
Like, he doesn't have like, he's not like he has a nose, like he's not saying anything.
This is when we found out about the Kovas taught us about the and command.
Like the first time, it obviously didn't work. And we skip line. Go. What do you mean it didn't work? You asked. We have it.
So were you saying that 60 is a result of your experimentation with glycote? But what does that mean, Doc? I had two options. I could either destroy my previous... Like, this is the thing you said already. Destroy my previous work with the help of my newest invention, the induction rod, or I could attempt to continue where I left off with the hamster ball. Go on. I chose the latter option. And then we just, like, tried to force the goddamn game to tell us. Like, and all it does is replay the memory of what happened 3 minutes ago. This is my latest and most brilliant invention. It's a hamster ball. They had two brains. The hamster ball is the key to creating an intelligence greater than any in history. How? Watch. I'm just gonna read this. Kovas picks up the hamster ball and inspects it for a moment. He holds it against the large device, the large needle-like object coming out of the top. He makes a few adjustments before picking up the hamster ball and holding it over to the device. Goodbye, hamster ball.
He was already holding it against the device. Why is he holding it over it?
He says before dropping the ball into the device. As soon as the hamster ball hits the needle, it pierces through the ball. For a moment, nothing happens. Then the ball explodes with a deafening bang, shattering the glass of the device and sending the pieces of metal in every direction. It's almost a miracle you survive. To what end, Kovas? You destroyed the hamster ball. Of course I did. Watch. Goodbye, hamster ball.
Of course. You destroyed the hamster ball. Of course I did. Watch.
It does it again. Why? To what end, Kovas?
He's disconnected from causality. My latest creation can disintegrate anything regardless of size. Turns Kovas' creation into a gun that disintegrates anything regardless of size or mass, then takes it.
What is it, Kovas? What more could you possibly want from us? You feel that? Or do you feel that? You ask as a powerful, almost tangible energy, aka tension beam, fills the room. So we start slapping him around. We try our new powers on him.
Harness the powerful, almost tangible energy that is filling the room.
I love the hamster grenade that floods any given room with maximum occupancy of hamsters.
Oh yeah, it was. I like when the game doesn't do anything. It just kind of like it's just never endlessly leading up to something happening.
I know, it's masterful at creating tension.
Like what it was doing with the hamsters. That was just like, Aloysius Overseer, make sure the hamsters crush Kovas to death in a way that will never ever come back to life. All the while he, Debo, and 60 escape.
And it actually worked. Except he did come back.
What is the
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like the Buckingham Palace thing.
Oh yeah, just out of nowhere, just a Buckingham Palace. Like the ... Buckingham
like this line was one of my favorites. You take the train to Buckingham Palace. It's a very long ride. 30 minutes later, you arrive at the palace. It's very beautiful, though you're more focused on finding the next overseer at the moment.
At that point, I was just glad that they're at least sticking to us finding the overseer.
I know. I'm sorry I couldn't catch you, wink. So we had that really raw, like, everything was lost in translation. Zoe.
I really like the part where she said, where she said, "Do you speak English?" Oui, quoi? Oh. They're allowing. Oh no! Then when it started like screaming at us,
Oh yeah.
just like the overseer says,
They are watching us to make sure we are happy. They are lying to you.
like that was,
They are brainwashing you. You are living a lie. The overseers aren't here to protect us. They are here to control us.
How worth it was getting Zoe on our team, all the trouble it caused us.
Look, we just got out of the trouble phase. If we ever return to this story, which AI Dungeon actually saves all your stuff, by the way, so we can return to this whenever we want, even off stream. We can see how important Zoe was. Also, dude, how, like, okay, what, roses are red, life has no meaning, the voices in my head are constantly cool. Anyway, okay, what would you say was your engagement with the, oh wait, what would we call this? What would be a good name for this story? About the overseers, right? They're the Cyberpunk 2077.
That's the keeper right there.
No.
Like, hey, like, there's like, what happened to that? Like, there's 3 overseers, and it's like,
Nope, there's 2,077 of them.
Cybertron Truth Seekers.
I like Truth Seekers. Bebo and Aloysius, Truth Seekers.
What's another word for punk?
Oh. Like
Punk.
hooligan.
Electro rebel. Goon.
Yeah, that's gotta be like future goon. Future goons. That's us. We're the future goons.
Future goons. Truth seekers. Virtual goons, networked goons, electronic goons, high-tech goons, electric goons, computational goons, computerized goons.
Computerized goons. I like future goons in the quest for
Quest for truth.
future goons in the quest for truth. That's it. That's our story. Okay. Save.
Future goons in quest for truth.
It's more of like a revenge story than anything, right? But I like the quest for truth. If I do, I'm pretty sure it saves. Like if I go to my, if not, we have this beautiful stream. It will never like, and my stuff, and then.
Okay, you see continue game.
Yeah, so I can.
391 actions, damn.
Yeah, that was insane. Like all of mine, like, they never go.
Yeah, we hit the play button on there.
Huh?
Like the play button up, so go up to the Cyberpunk one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And there's like
Oh, there's an edit one. Okay. So future goons. And the quest for truth. No, I got it.
I liked when sometimes it would try and start like when I was like when I was using my ethereal tendrils to peer into the mind of a Kvass. It was like a something about me getting turned on.
Yeah, leaves immediately to never speak of Kovas again. There we go. Future semicolon goons, the quest for truth and revenge. Oh man.
It is now in the semicolon canon.
Yep. It's a spin-off. Like that this is for
So-
2036, the Committee of 2077. They've expanded since 300. It's up to the future goons to take them down.
Yeah.
After Okabe left left the Beta World line in shambles. Only he could prevent forest fires. I don't know why I said that. How would you even describe what just goddamn happened? The X factory robot turned
badass.
turned jaded badass Bebo and his
I like that.
unlikely
Like
companion.
as time goes on, just Aloysius just constantly turns into more and more of a schizo because he has more and more memories and personalities downloaded all over himself.
and his strange psychic cyborg, I think. That was never brought up again, so I just choose not to believe it. If AI Dungeon only mentioned something once, it pretty much didn't happen. His strange psychic. What would you
Companion.
companion? Right,
Bro.
strange psychic brother from another mother. I love how I made bullet points, but this is just gonna be an essay.
We do think of each other as brothers. As
Strange
referenced
psychic brother from another mother, Aloysius. I always had trouble with this.
by Aloysius.
Aloy is right?
Aloycius, I think.
Yep. The X Factor robot turned jaded badass Bebo and his strange psychic brother from another mother, Aloysius, take on the Overseers.
Take on the overseers of the committee of not even our guys know about the committee of 2077.
Take on the Overseers. Okay, I just started listening to the music and I really hate it. Skip this one in particular. Better. Actually, there's only one song that I can end. Wait, actually. Never mind. There we go. Check this. Check out what I just found.
Share your Chrome so I can hear whatever it is being listened to.
Sure. Should have been sharing my Chrome the whole time, but the year is 2077. The Committee of 300 has expanded to the Committee of 2077. The Overseers have taken over the Beta World line. Because this was actually Steins Gate the whole time.
Little did they know. Little did they know.
Little did they know. The elite.
Can you share the other Chrome?
Oh shit! Sorry. Which one am I sharing you?
The one that's minimized.
Oh wait. Okay, I should be able to.
Spontaneous.
Did I do it? Did I fix it? Oh,
I see spontaneous.
there we go.
Bang, bang.
Take on the Overseers. The elite.
Are you sharing it?
I should be. I will try again. Maybe because I was messing with the Chrome windows, it got impatient. There we go. There it is. The elite. I keep losing my train of thought.
The elite organization, elite shadow organization that rules the world from the shadows.
Organization that rule or that rule shadows. They team up with Dixie, the mostly broken android
Created by a crazy doctor and professor, Dr. Kabas.
Dr. Kavas, the worst scientist of all time.
Like he is literally has a degree for like just like anti-science.
And Zoe.
An
And-
organization
Overseer turned ally, who is simultaneously English, French, and German.
So basically, what we did right now was the whole prologue, the story.
Oh, I've run out of characters. That's all I get.
Aloysius is the queen.
That's all I can do is will they succeed? No. I want to put no. I just need to remove one word. There we go.
You could put another dash in front of that, or another enter. You know, move it down a bit, separate it from the previous thing, just to make it look nicer. I was just referring to the whole will they succeed thing.
Oh. There we go. Perfect.
See, it's not necessarily it's not their fault if they don't succeed. You see, it's really a matter of them
Their destiny.
staying on path.
Yeah. So, badass robot, weirdo psychic, messed up robot, stupid doctor, weirdo trader. I really like all these characters a lot. This like AI dungeon, I've never been that like immersed in an AI dungeon story.
I know. I really like the little cyberpunk thing. That was really funny.
Yeah, oh my god, we're geniuses for coming up with that. Pat ourselves on the back for that. And the fact that like
Oh,
up
yeah.
until halfway through the story we kept playing it straight. Like I thought it was just gonna be a haha fake out. Okay, so we're gonna play AI Dungeon now. But no, we just kept the stupid cyberpunk thing going. And I'm still in that category now. Probably one of the like 10 million people streaming this with like no viewers. But
Yeah.
little do they know.
Little do they know.
Don't worry, I punked, like, I don't know if you were there for the very beginning, but I punked so many people. Like, honestly, the very beginning of the stream is what I did it for. Like, you come for the punk, you stay for the cyber. Wait a minute, I cyberpunked them. Dude! Like, oh my god, like, I got Robbie, I got David, I got Crash, I got so many, like, that's recompense for goddamn telling me to disable the nudity 5 million goddamn.
It's really funny that because it's not like they had any reason to not believe you.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
All right. Saved?
Cyberpunk.
Or is it is already saved?
Future Goons.
Future Goons: The Quest for Truth and Revenge. I'm happy it has a whole bunch of stuff, including the ones from the other stream.
Arkham Slink.
Oh, that was just the opening of it. I don't think I actually played this one. Standstill, Confusion and Regret. Oh, this was me. Like, I was in... I was just, like, in my bed one morning. It's like, YouTube, no. AI Dungeon, yes.
That's right.
He was a secret agent who kept calling his mom to ask her for help. Thank you, Mom. I'm going to stop the communists now. I'll call back soon. Wait, son, before you go, you hang up the phone. How did this one end? Mom, do I work for the Americans or Russians? I think I'm really confused. You work for the US government, honey. You smile and think over the day's events. You don't know what to think. Who's the president, Mom? Barack Hussein Obama. Oh, cool.
Barack Hussein Obama.
Is his middle name actually Hussein? Was that
Yeah, that is actually his name. That is actually his middle name.
okay? I thought that was like a joke.
Hussein.
Anyway, I think that's it. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm super tired and I gotta go to class tomorrow morning. I think I have a final tomorrow. That's fun.
Hey, dude, you make it a final about Future Goons.
Good night.
Future Goons. Good night, Adam. Thank you for coming, Stephen. Have a good night.
Need to play the song. I need to play. There we go. Now I can end the stream.